Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And do you hear my friends?
Hello.
All right.
Yo, everybody.
You should be able to hear all my friends. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade. I am your host, Commodore Zed, your storyteller. I'm here to help weave a tale for my players and for you, the viewers. Dante Crow is about to be added right back to us. I just had to get to the scene so I could do so. But he is here in ghostly form.
Oh. You rolled very high on stealth.
Very high on his stealth.
Just to watch you shower.
Bad touch. So as I said, I'm Commodore Zed. Thank you for being here. We just got done with Save and Raid, where it looks like we raised over $21,000. Wow. Fantastic. Congratulations to everyone involved. It's crazy. It's chaotic. I had a great run, and because of the generosity of the community, I get the privilege of running a Diablo one-shot set in a system of my choice.
Let's go.
For charity, with people who have paid in for it, and they're going to get a full experience. Full one-shot experience. It's super awesome. I've made room. I've got the list of players, and I also made room for Chaotic. So fantastic, Chaotic, you're in. We got you in too.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's going to be a fantastic time. I'm going to get together, and during that event, Pete and Repeat and Haggard Hessian will be driving to my location and playing in my basement with me.
Oh.
That is awesome.
So not only are we going to play, but Haggard and I are going to get high as fuck. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, dude, I would fly out for that in a fucking heartbeat.
I've been thinking that how we should have an East Coast get together at some point. Yeah. And what better would it be to be a big tabletop role playing game or LARP with all the players of Werewolf and Vampire coming together for a weekend. Haggard knows the hotel industry, getting us a spot and doing something like that.
Oh, that's a good in.
I think that would be a good weekend, and I know the cost. Haggard could probably negotiate us down. We could probably make something like that work.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a really cool idea.
So, like Adepticon. We've got Adepticon in 27 days, and we're just trying to get people going. It says, if you want to go and you can get there, dude, we'll open up the room. I don't know how many conventions I've been to that we have dude, we got floor space. Get on in.
Can't do floor
if you
space
can help
anymore.
a little bit, then you're good. You're fine.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, don't tell the front desk.
You don't tell the front desk.
Don't tell the front desk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is, probably not good for the stream, but yeah.
All right, so I've been doing a lot of yip yapping. Let me talk, and that was our milestone for Save and Raid. So that's what we're doing. We're running a game. We're gonna have some live people here. Repeat will be here. Haggard will be there. I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna film that. Maybe we'll just have cameras set up with their PCs or whatever they bring with them, or I'll just set up a big table and film all three of us, and we'll get on some mic set up. I don't know. We're going to figure that one out. 420 Sheriff. Yes. Absolutely.
That's an actual license plate.
That is an
I just
actual license
made the
plate?
numbers bigger. Yeah. Up in Farmington.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm a
changed the color,
receptionist.
too.
Am I at the front desk? You do not need to be the front desk. Donate another $100 gummy. Do not donate $100 gummy. Do not, please. Do not donate to another. No. Please, not tonight. Not tonight, please.
Do it.
No, not tonight. It'd be a waste of a gummy. We'll just put it that way. It'd be an absolute waste of a gummy.
Now
you can
we're on
dream
the
about it, though.
bargaining
Yes. Things I do for charity.
Help me.
All right, so I'd like to, without further introduction, let's get to the players of this game. I want a quick introduction. Tell me about your characters. Tell me about yourselves. Tell me about your streams. Or even if you don't stream, tell me what you're doing. And what's interesting. What's going on in your, what's cool. we're going to start with Retired 11 Bravo.
Dang it.
I am playing Salvatore Ricci, who is a second generation English person who came over during the French and Indian War. So, and he spent a lot of time asleep. And that's why he doesn't speak with like a Italian or Italian accent. He's actually English. But he's the Nosferatu, he's the spy, he's the sneak, he's kind of like the creepy gargoyle guy. Very Count Orlok looking guy. Myself, I'm Jeff, or Retired 11B. I'm fully retired, and I former sailor, former soldier, former game dev. Now just an Apex nerd on stream, painting miniatures, and playing some video games. So that's me. Ta-da!
Keyword Savior.
I am Salvatore Ricci. Wow, no, I'm not. Wow. Tells you what kind of day I'm having. No, I am Dante Crow. Not very awake, apparently. Local. I guess I'm the Harry Dresden of Lake Blackwater, except without the fire magic and all the the cool bracelet and stuff like that. But I'm a thaumaturgist, insurance adjuster for like that front job, and mystery solver apparently, sleuth, blood-sucking sleuth. There you go. But otherwise, I am Keyword Savior. I am an intermittent streamer on Twitch. Regretfully, I wasn't able to get in on that save and raid action, but hopefully things are more stable next year. If we're talking about what we used to be, I'm a former driver instructor as of a couple of weeks ago. Getting over that weird mental slump of losing a job and trying to enjoy this weird lull in my life, trying to find things to enjoy to keep my mind off of the negative aspects of that. But anyway, that's why I'm here.
Nerd at Art.
Hi, everybody. I am Nerd at Art. I do not stream on my own channel, but every so often you'll catch me streaming over at the Team Wildwood channel. The husband likes to play retro games over there. Every so often I jump on and play some games, and I am here every Monday playing Ulfhild Sorensdottir, a 1,000-year-old Viking shield maiden who has been asleep for a good 400 years and is just now waking up in the year 2025.
Yeah.
Welcome to world.
Well, she's had some great adventures so far, I think.
She has. It's been very interesting.
Slaying of the Dressmaker has been one of my favorites.
The slaying, all I did was break her nose.
Your legend grows. Bishop, tell us about yourself and your character.
Well, hello, my name is Bishop. Well, not my name, but my handle is Bishop1810. Well, my name is also Bishop, but anyway. I am just a longtime D&D player. As for what I do, it's mostly hotel reception, front desk, night audit, that kind of thing. Just trying to have fun in the meantime. Have a lot of time to read books and or rule books and all that kind of stuff. I'll be playing Ryan Gallagher, who is a thin-blood alchemist who's also the CEO of a major corporation. Building up more and more of a headquarters, or at least a second headquarters here in Little Lake Blackwater. So,
excuse me.
I like it. So, a couple bookkeeping things, folks, just to go over. You're going to notice we're trying a different dice system. I want you to be able to see what actually was what kind of success. Tell me if it's legible to you. If you can tell what color dice are behind the successes, behind the little onks. So if you can't, don't worry about it. We can just get rid of it. It doesn't matter. It's just something I can tell because I can see it on my screen over here. But if you can see it, let me know. If it looks fine to you,
I think
we'll
it's
keep
good
it.
for people to kind of for engagement, for people to feel like they're a part.
I think so too. I just want to make sure they can see it. That's what it comes down to. So if it needs to be a little bit bigger, just let me know. All right. So other bookkeeping stuff. Ryan, you're the only one you weren't here for downtimes.
No.
So this happened at some point during the game, before the game. Each player receives a lavish invitation, hand delivered by a ghoul in a deep crimson suit, to wherever you're staying.
Okay, which would probably be at his haven.
Exactly. Whatever the implications may be, let those sink in. The envelope is black wax sealed with an unfamiliar sigil. The letters written flourished, old-fashioned calligraphy with an unsettlingly organic red ink. Kindred of Lake Blackwater. You are cordially invited to an evening of transcendent beauty, where the essence of eternity shall be savored, the true purpose of our immortal form explored. Let the old ways fall away, and embrace the music of the blood. Come garbed in crimson, and be prepared to witness what few have seen and what fewer understand. We await you at the Crimson Estate. Midnight approaches, and the song calls. Ivy Moreau and Sylvia Silk Monroe.
Ivy and Sylvia Silk?
Yes.
Do I recognize those names at
You
all?
definitely recognize Ivy Moreau. She is the Toreador Primogen.
Oh. That makes a difference. I thought it was just like, okay, this came out of nowhere. Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll probably, when's the date again?
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
It's tonight.
Okay, yeah.
What a coincidence.
Well, he would have received it between now and during the week, but tonight is it doesn't matter what tonight is. It is tonight.
In that case, yeah, he would definitely make his way over.
Well, okay. Well, we're not quite there yet. I'm just letting you know, just preparing you what everyone else had learned during downtime.
Oh, I get you. Gotcha. My bad.
All right. So what I need to talk to everyone else is, and you, is how are you preparing for tonight? Not just feeding. How are you preparing? For some of you, this is harder than others. Preparing for a salon. For others, this is fairly simple. No one may have anything in red. This might be difficult, and I kind of want to see how we get to this point. Now, and you've had a few days to prepare to think about this, so I'm actually going to give you those 2 days in character right now to tell me how you prepare for tonight's event, and not just in what you wear, but what you prepare to do. What your intentions are, and then we will go forward from there. While you're thinking about that for 1 second, I have a very unruly dog who needs to be let in. One moment, please.
Doggo distraction.
So, I have 3 packages that are to be delivered as a kind of a fail-safe, and I need your help doing this, Ryan.
Okay. How so? And what kind of failsafe?
It is a fail-safe that if you or I or Dante or Oldfield, any of our coterie, are to be somehow compromised, weird, not ourselves, in any way wrong, or we just don't come back, these go out.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't be terribly difficult. I'll see what I can do.
It's a little more difficult for me.
Understandably. And he'll see at some point.
Need to figure out how to find red clothing.
Well, tell me your sizes and I'll have something made.
I don't know. These aren't Everything I have is tailored to me. And he kind of gestures to himself in his elongated form.
Well, still, if it's tailored to you, then sure somebody has the measurements, but in either case,
this would be centuries ago tailored.
I see. Well,
As you could tell, I do not dress in the modern affectations of style.
anybody have a measuring tape?
All right, so you take his measurements.
You got to figure out his neck is
why
like
not?
this wide, shoulders about this wide, his torso's about this long, arms are freaking that long. It's just
You're
ridiculous.
gonna give these measurements to like any seamstress, and they're gonna be like, "You did this wrong." Like,
You did this wrong.
You did this. No, it's just cosplay. Don't worry.
Big enough to get his big, weird, long fingers through.
Exactly.
It's like, what
Don't
is
worry. This is all for cosplay, but I need it to be really high quality because we're movie stuff. I don't know, mascot. Think of something.
All right,
a reason.
and just to let
Yeah,
you know,
he's very awkward about it.
fifth edition. You do not break the masquerade by just being a Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
You are just very ugly. You can't.
Yeah,
You do
considered
not,
to be disfigured.
you appear to be disfigured. You no longer are just openly breaching the masquerade. So you can actually get fitted if you wanted to. Just let it know that you're no longer just a breach to look at, which is I find weird, but is the system.
It's fine. I still roll with it because I kind of liked it the old way, but I'll use the other when I can get away with it, like getting into bars with dark lights and stuff like that.
Right?
But walking into a shop,
Probably not.
it's a little probably not.
Probably not.
Hi, everybody in town.
I just wanted to put that out there because I know it's
It's
something
appreciated.
I know it's something we both legacy knowledge we still have from an older system.
Yeah.
All right, so Bluefield, what are you doing to get ready?
Sharpening my axe.
Don't sharpen much. You'll take the silver right off.
No, that's plating.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sharpen my axe, and I thought it would be kind of funny to go revisit my seamstress friend. So I'm gonna go there kind of late at night and wait for the place to be empty. And I'm assuming since she's associated with the other vampire ladies that she probably has a fine selection of red dresses in her window, does she not?
She does actually have red dresses in her window. She is working for your nemesis in Kindred Society.
No.
So I'd like to go and I'd like to wait until I can see that the place is empty, and I'm gonna go force the front door open with a good hearty shove or whatever it takes.
All right.
And I'm gonna take.
Are you strong? You're pretty strong, aren't you?
I'm pretty strong. Yeah. What do I need to roll for that?
You're going to need to roll a strength plus larceny.
I do not have any larceny, but
You're going to roll some
let's
strength.
see. We're gonna roll some strength.
You're going to roll some
potence?
strength for sure. You have
I do
potence?
have potence.
What do you have?
I
Lethal
do.
body?
Just soaring leap.
Soaring leap. So it does not
Yeah.
add.
Ah.
All right. So you do not get a critical. So that's fine.
Mhm.
So you just don't manage to break open the door.
Okay.
No one spots you. There's no ring camera right. Well, there is a ring camera you should recognize from before, but it's not like you just made a big mess out of it. You just tried to shoulder through it. Didn't work.
Exactly. Okay. So I haven't. So I didn't get inside though.
You did not get inside. No.
Okay.
Hold up, guys. If you give me 1 second, my dog is being very needy. One moment, please.
No worries.
No problem.
Okay. Do you really need to go out right now? You just went out before we did this.
Somebody's casting doggo distraction.
Right.
And Ryan gets a book. Let's see. Everybody in the group has a book. Did I already give you the book?
Yes.
The code book? I know I
Your
did
cipher.
Dante. I know I did Nerded Art for Oldfield. Did I do one for Bishop or Ryan?
Uh,
I believe so, yeah.
I don't remember you mentioning one for Ryan. I know I got Gideon's Bible. Dante got Dante's Inferno.
I've
but
got
I don't remember.
Jack London's Call of the Wild first edition.
And I don't have anything in my notes about it.
Okay,
So.
make a note. You have a book, and he explains to you, if you ever need to contact me, this is how you do it. And he hands you a book. Do you understand how a book cipher works?
Yes. He would be intelligent enough to. I am lacking on it a little, but yes.
He says, use this book.
Okay. Thank you.
And everyone's got like a dead drop a different dead drop, but yeah.
So Ryan, I need you to get me some of your blood packets because I'm having issues feeding in the woods near the lake, and I don't know if I want to dip my feet into our feeding ground, given that it's proximity to the lake. So
I can't blame you there because the other night I did have problems as well. Yeah. Anyway, he'll probably jump out to his car real quick. Or probably bring some along, actually, because he's still hungry as well and figured.
We'll just need to let God know.
Yeah. Hey, God.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Margaret. Also, it was a book cipher specifically for in case of death.
In case of anything that needs to be sent super secretly and encrypted, that we can't use a phone or any other kind of, pass a word kind of thing. This is one of those passing notes that are encrypted.
Gotcha. I just wanted to actually explain that one in my notes. Like, wait, what?
Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate that.
Of course.
All right. You would have made a mess. Okay. So, I was talking with Ufield.
Yes.
And you were unable to force your way through the door.
Yep. So yeah, I gotta figure out a different way to get inside of this place, possibly.
Oh, you want to make the full request of the server? Sorry, what do you mean, demonic man?
Demonic.
Whole request I'd like to make to the server. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, you were saying, Phil, I interrupted you. I apologize.
Oh, no, it's all good. I was thinking, I was trying to think of another way that I could get into this place. Can I go around? Is there a back entrance?
Sure is.
I'll go try and force my way through the back entrance.
All right, strength plus brawl. You're looking for 3 successes.
Strength and brawl?
No, strength and larceny, sorry.
Larceny,
strength
right?
larceny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And I've got a hunger of 2, so.
Yep.
Right. Yep. Okay. Let's try again.
No.
Hey!
Yeah. All right. You
That
get a critical
works.
success. All right, and you break in.
Yep.
All right. You break
so
in.
I'm just gonna go up front and I'm gonna pick myself a pretty red dress and I'm gonna take it off the mannequin and I'm gonna leave a note on the counter that says, "This will be brought back in a few days. Your favorite customer." Boom. And leave it there.
Okay. He's gonna prove her security, but very, very nice. All right. Okay. Teamwork. How do you get ready? Do you have anything crimson, or do you just order something from Amazon?
Dante already has this in his wardrobe. He knows what kind of weirdos live in Lake Blackwater, given the seclusion of it. And I've already contacted Ryan about some of his blood bags, given the difficulties feeding out in the wild recently. But I want to go take a drive up to see my mom as a touchstone to recover some of my willpower. And I back on Saturday, so during the weekend.
All right. So since you already have something in your wardrobe, you don't need to prepare. So that's what you do instead.
Yeah.
All right. Salvatore, you are having him make you something, correct?
Yeah, something's being made. I need to get with Ulfhild for some feeding stuff. I want to do the initial walkthroughs over this week of the community,
Checking out the feeding grounds.
Yep. So you're gonna
getting
make
an idea who's there.
Absolutely. So you started your touchstones again?
I want to take Oldfield with me when we do the thing. I says, I want you to see something.
All right. So I want you to use wits plus streetwise to find yourself a victim committing a crime.
Yeah.
Difficulty of 3. Where are you feeding? Are you feeding in the estate?
Crestwood Shores.
Because that would make this difficult looking for a criminal in the estate. So I don't think.
No. I'm looking for a criminal in town,
Criminal
but
in town,
I need 3. So
on your okay. So you on your first.
it takes me a while.
It takes you a while, but you okay. So hunger level. So you're only looking to slake a little bit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing maximum damage.
I am.
So
without killing them.
A harmful feeding, aggravated damage equal to the hunger slake. So you're doing 1 aggravated damage. To roll strength plus stamina against the difficulty equal to the hunger slaked to survive blood loss. So they need a success to see if they survive the blood loss you do to them. If you're going to do aggravated damage.
Salvatore's a messy eater.
Might be tonight.
I absolutely.
I can take 2 without killing them, right?
A harmful drink, one that does damage, it risks death unless treated. Is 1 turn per hunger slated. So if you're doing damage, it's aggravated damage every time. So
I'm not trying to. So I'm trying to take enough without having to kill them. I don't want to kill them. I don't want to kill anybody.
Maximum non-harmful
is
2 from a non-harmful. Yes, it takes a
non-harmful. Then
it takes a scene. So you got to drag them and you drink from them dry, but not enough to kill them.
Right. They're gonna have a bad hangover or a bad headache,
a bad anemia.
Resend Cherry Red. They just need some Sunny D. That's all.
And Ryan, you're feeding from blood bags, correct?
Yeah, the probably by now some of the last ones out of his east.
Yeah,
transfer.
Well, that is still an intelligence plus streetwise because you don't have Haven. Not Haven. You don't have Herd, do you?
No.
So you don't have
Very
a
red.
so that's your stash. A stash should be a Herd. So now these are the ones you are procuring to feed from. It's your hunting test.
The right one.
Yep. So
and what hunger are we setting at again?
We start at 2. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So you're feeding from a blood bag. It doesn't matter for you. There's absolutely no resonance. But you can slake 1 hunger. We'll get you down to 1.
Can I grab any more for Dante?
You can grab a 2 for Dante.
For Dante. Okay, sweet.
You're not going to feed. You're not going to feed from your. You're not going to farmer.
No, not tonight.
Okay.
Tonight's not the night to risk that.
Well,
yeah.
None of you passed your feeding challenges yet. I'm not done with you guys yet. Okay.
Oh no.
So am I still at a hunger 3 or?
No, you guys are still fed. You guys are still fed. I'm just not done with you guys yet. Bluefield, how are you feeding?
So I'm out kind of prowling with Salvatore, and yep. I'm specifically trying to use my bloodhound to pick up a melancholic resonance. I want to work on leveling up my fortitude.
Okay.
So apparently that's where I need to go.
Describe to our viewers what melancholic, that emotion, what you're looking for.
So I'm looking for someone who is like a survivor, or someone with a lot of endurance, like a runner or a climber, someone that has a very strong immune system. So I might be I might be out kind of walking the streets and seeing what I can smell.
And you do. And you see him running by you. He's a specimen. Tall, dark, running just as fast as he can and jogging in very relaxed clothing at a pace unusual for most people. Just a just an essence of endurance. Not running from anything in particular, just running to run.
You're in like a park and you see him run in the park kind of thing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he running through the park?
Exactly. And you catch his scent. Exactly what you're looking for.
I'm gonna make a rouse check. I'm gonna take my wolf form.
Okay.
And get his attention. Oh, I get an additional hunger
Get
from
an
that.
additional hunger
That
from
sucks.
it.
That's okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna kind of stand on the running path that he's there behind him and start like barking at him a little bit, trying to get his attention.
Okay, give me a manipulation plus intimidation check.
It's gonna be all hunger dice.
But it's all successes.
Nice.
Oh, the hunger wants you to feed.
Aced.
As he comes running down the path, you spring upon it and you growl at him and you bark 3 times and he stumbles and he skirts to a stop and he falls over. And what do?
I'm just gonna leap on him. I'm gonna go straight for his shoulder and sink in.
All right, so you leap on him, you grip him, get all 3 successes you needed, and you pull him in, and you start drinking his blood. And if you feel it, the melancholy fills your nostrils. You can feel it in fortifying yourself as it builds inside of you, as you can feel it just building up the inner fortitude within you. You did well. You knew exactly what you were looking for, found exactly what you wanted, and the beast got exactly what it wanted as well.
I'm
How much
keeping
do
an
you
eye.
take? Because you're at hunger 3. How much do you take?
If I can take 2 without hurting him, I'll take the 2 without hurting him, and make sure I close the wound and leave this guy in a spot where he's not going to get murdered or something in the middle of the night.
All right, so that takes 3 turns. Actually, it takes an entire scene, which includes licking the wound closed. And do you drag him off into the bushes?
Yeah, I'll kind of leave him in the bushes off the path.
All right, so and you just hope this gets blamed on a wolf attack.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. Salvatore was only just kind of watching to make sure that nobody else is watching and keeping an eye on Oldfield in case the beast takes over and she decides to take too much.
All right, keyword. You can slake 1 hunger from the blood bags that are given to you.
Here you go.
Well, you can from one of them. You can drink from one, and you can slake a hunger. But I need the 3 of you who said first, Salvatore. I need a resolve plus composure check, difficulty 4.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. That's a scary one. No. When it's 2 main stats, that's always just, oh. Wow, that's a good roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Nothing happens. Bishop, I need you to make the
Yes.
same roll. Resolve plus composure, difficulty 4.
Resolve plus...
Do we feel anything and it passes, or do we just nothing? Okay.
There's nothing. Right,
Can
okay.
I
Ryan,
spend a willpower?
you can spend a willpower. I mean, you don't know to spend a willpower, but sure, go ahead and spend a willpower. Lower your willpower before going into this evening, if you like.
No, I'll let it carry through. If
All
I
right.
don't know it, never mind.
You get this sudden sense that you're drowning
Oh.
as you're feeding on the blood. You suddenly feel like you're drowning. But you're still hungry. You're not hungry for blood, you're hungry for something else. You're not exactly sure what it is just yet. You're hungry for something. You've slaked your hunger. You're down to the hunger I said you were going to be, so which is hunger 1. But you feel some other hunger inside of you. It's not gnawing at you like the blood, but there's something, a thirst you can't quench. Not just yet.
Okay.
Do you let him feed off these blood bags?
knowing that, since he did it first, he'll be like, whoa, okay. Hold on a second. Dante, don't.
Don't what?
Don't drink from that. That's weird. What
Weird
was it?
now.
The other night, you said what had happened. What happened to you? What experience was that? You said you felt like you were drowning.
Yes, exactly.
I just had that happen from these.
Well, I am hungry.
He's standing there visibly sweating and like shaking, like yeah.
The beast wants what the beast wants.
Good. Just
So I drink.
So make your resolve plus composure
No.
check. This difficulty 4. All right. So you begin to feel like you are drowning. It's a similar sensation that you had before, but you know what you're thirsting for. You need to drink lake water. You need to drink the lake water. At some point, you need to try to drink the lake water. And you really want... It's not like you're not compelled to. You're not supernaturally like, now I must go drink lake water. But you really want to drink lake water.
Not again.
Yes, again. All right. So everyone has their red outfits. Salvatore, describe what you've been given. Well, actually, after the break ends. We've got a 1-minute break.
No worries. We'll take.
I was going to ask if I need to make the same roll.
No, you don't need to make that roll. You succeeded in your hunting challenge. You succeeded, so you don't need to make the roll. So you actually just feed it in a way I wasn't expecting. You didn't kill him, so it's fine.
Get all that blue.
Salvatore, part of what he's doing before all this is he wants to take Oldfield someplace. And he will take her by Catherine West's house, which is my touchstone. And we'll sneak up and we'll do the creepy stalker thing where we're peeking in through windows and all that kind of stuff. And we'll tell you the tale of when I was young and there was somebody that I was very fond of. And for some reason that I don't fully understand, he could be a clone of her, a complete copy. And it's a single mom with a kid. And so I make sure that nothing ever befalls her. Somebody breaking into her house, or she was short of money. She had lost her job, and I brought bags of groceries and left $500 in a bag for her. You know, ring the bell and then vanish. I look after her. She's very important to me.
Okay. She just kind of nods. She understands. She doesn't quite understand the concept of a clone, but she understands, you know, having humans you're fond of.
Salvatore has a box of VHS tapes. Great big box of VHS tapes. Watching movies.
Oldfield still hasn't watched a movie. She doesn't even know.
There's some really good ones.
Is there an IMAX theater around?
All right. So everyone has received an invitation. Everyone has done their preparations. Everyone is fed. Everyone has some consequences from having fed in the manner in which they did, due to a failure or a success. Getting ready. Everyone is... Salvatore, you've explained your costume to us, right?
No.
All right, so hold on to that. We're going to... you're going to be introduced individually. At one point, when the event is supposed to begin at 11 p.m., what time do you decide to arrive?
Midnight sound good?
I'd say we probably want to be there a little earlier to get the lay of the land, just in case stuff goes crazy. So like 11:30.
You want to be fashionably late.
Exactly.
You don't want to be early.
You don't want to be on time, but I mean, if the invite said get there at 11, I think, if the main event goes down at midnight, then we have a half an hour to see where we're at before anything goes sideways.
I think
The
that's
cool kids will all get there fashionably late. So
Yeah,
I
I'd
have
say 11:30.
concerns. I have concerns about tonight.
Oh, so does Ulfield. She's got her axe strapped around her leg, hidden underneath some skirts here. She's ready.
All right. Who wants to do it? Who wants to make the wits plus etiquette roll? Pick the right time.
That man right
go to the
there.
party.
Etiquette. That's 4 for me.
I don't have etiquette. But I mean, I can. What kind of success do I need?
How many of you got keywork?
Oh, I only have 3 wits. That's what I got. I have no etiquette.
Who's got etiquette?
I've got etiquette.
Does anyone
I've
have
got
etiquette?
one.
You can
one.
throw an etiquette toward Keyword Xavier. You guys can go. I mean, toward retired Lever Bravo. You guys can teamwork it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that then.
So you
Okay.
guys
If I can help them in
because
any way, shape, or form.
you're brainstorming it. I want to make sure you guys figure out what time the right time to go is.
Yeah, right. So we're brainstorming. I've got 4. Bishop, you're gonna give me 1.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's 5.
Okay.
But then
All right.
you should be at hunger 1. Oh, besides, scary windy stinks. All right.
What?
Yeah, it's been crazy here today.
Yeah, the wind just picked up and blew through here.
Oh, I see.
2.
Okay. All right. So you decide upon a time,
Mhm.
and as you arrive, winter has wrapped its cold, merciless grip around Lake Blackwater, leaving the land silent, brittle, and lifeless. Snow has buried the roads, making the long, winding path to the Crimson Estate all the more isolated, treacherous, and dreamlike. The only sign of passage is a single set of deep wagon tracks, long since frozen over, leading up to a blackened iron gate of the estate. The forest surrounding the manor stands skeletal, its leafless trees twisted and frozen, branches coated in a thick sheath of ice, cracks and groan at the shifting wind. Every footstep on the snow falls too quietly, swallowed by the stillness of the landscape. By the time you arrive at the massive iron gate, it's already swinging open, creaking as if pulled by unseen hands. Beyond is the Crimson Estate, looms waiting, breathing, prepared. The estate itself is a Gothic monstrosity, standing in defiance of the winter's chill, while its red brick exterior is dusted with snow. The deep black roof remains untouched, though frost dare not cling to it. Towering spires stretch toward the heavens, their peak tips lost in the mist and ice and shadow. Grand double doors, dark mahogany, are partially open, casting a warm golden glow into the snow-covered courtyard. But despite the estate's outward invitation, nothing else stirs. No sounds of the wind, no wildlife, only the cold, pressing in at all sides. It's the 4 of you, I assume, arriving together.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter, whoever goes first, I want you to describe yourself. And once you're done, I'll describe what's on the other side for you.
All right. I'm supposed to represent. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
I figured I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
I was gonna say I could make sure we get a really nice car for this. That's all I was gonna say.
That's of course. You probably
Yes.
What did they come in, Brian?
At the very least, a Porsche. At the very least.
In the snow.
One of the
You mean like a Land Cruiser?
Sorry. Land Rover.
X.
My bad. Land Rover.
Okay.
Land Rover.
Nice Land Rover. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Understated, but still very nice. I like
It's the
it.
gloss black that all the bad guys have in all the action movies.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Like mirror shine and everything too. Yeah.
Very nice. So the coteries pulling up in understated style. I like that. All right.
So Dante's kind of like our face here, as far as all the political pull and the social climbing and all that kind of stuff. We'll have you come in last. You're the one that we make them wait for. And then,
I am representing the Tremere, as Juliet won't be here tonight. So,
well, you wear many hats.
Okay, I'll enter after you.
We'll have Oldfield and I will go in. We'll have Bishop packed in the middle because we don't want to have him up front, and you don't want him bringing up the rear. We'll just pack him in the middle, and then Dante Crow.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Hey, Ryan, are you pretty social as a character?
Yes, he is.
You could introduce Dante.
I could. I'm sitting here trying to think of how.
That is unnecessary. Because as you are approaching the door, a servant dressed in a crimson tuxedo, a butler's outfit, crimson butler's outfit, opens the door, and it says, "I will announce you," as it begins to open the door for you. So who's going in first?
Oldfield and I.
Together?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So
basically keep trouble away from her as much as possible.
All right. You guys are here by invitation. Trouble's going to find you anyway.
I was gonna say, yeah, we received an invitation, so
Tonight is going to be trouble. All right.
Welcome to my parlor, said the spider to the fly.
All right. So describe what you're wearing, and then I'll go to the next one, and then, like I said, I'll describe what happens as soon as you enter.
Oldfield, you can go first.
So Oldfield is 6 feet tall. She's got very long white silvery hair. She's braided it very elaborately for tonight, and she is wearing a red dress, something that's got a bit of poof to the skirt because she has hidden her axe strapped to her leg underneath it because she is expecting shit to go down.
Tucked in your petticoats.
Yes, exactly.
Salvatore
will be in a long jacket in red. It's long sleeves with lace coming out the sleeves, and his jacket and shirt. He's got like a white shirt with a red tie, and then lace coming out as well. And he's wearing a top hat, which just makes him look even taller. And that's it.
Right. And Bishop, want to describe yourself as you walk in?
I think Ryan, when he walks in, he actually doesn't have the cowboy hat, first and foremost. And it's more like a three-piece suit, a sports coat on the outside, but it has a more modern asymmetric kind of flap to it. And it's, of course, crimson. On the inside, it's a black. And then on the inside of that, it is a little crimson that and it goes from a crimson to a kind of darker fade.
Okay.
Like an ombre?
The bottom. Kind of, yeah. And it's still got the classic, stitching into it where there is some little darker plaid through it. Mm-hmm. But that's a I wouldn't say very dark, but it is there and visible. Crimson pants, very nice crimson dress pants, and actually not the same boots, but I would say just show boots at that point that are maybe not too crimson, but a little
Okay.
I would say the only other addition would be the eye patch he usually wears. He has another one that looks like it's been dipped in a tinge. So when you look at it from the right angle,
Okay. I didn't hear the last part. I think your mic cut out for a second at the very end.
Oh. Sorry about that. The eye patch he usually wears, he got another one. Probably wouldn't be able to tell, but it looks like it's been dipped in some shine, like a pearlescent kind of thing, where when you look at it just right from the angle, it has a red sheen.
Details matter. All right, and Dante, how to describe yourself?
I'm wearing a 3-piece, kind of standard cut, but it's a little outdated, but nonetheless, because it's like a dark crimson crushed velvet with black piping, but the lapel is silk with a white rose stuck in the lapel. And I'm wearing just gloss black boots underneath.
All right, as you walk through the door, the four of you walk into a near empty salon. Where there are milling about, there are some unknown kindred. Looks like neonates. You've arrived not as early as them, but earlier. And as you walk in, the ghoul, Dante of Clan Tremere and his coterie. Laughing character?
No.
Okay, that's just checking.
That would echo.
All right, so milling around, you see a group of neonates. They're all dressed in crimson. You've never met them before, but they're clearly new kindred of some sort. Perhaps they've been given recently the right to embrace. Someone's been given the right to embrace, or they're traveling through. You've never met them before, but they clearly appear young and inexperienced. But at least you're not the first here.
Well, it's important that I'm arrived as representative of my primogen. So,
and as you step through the threshold, the winter ceases to exist. The moment the doors close, heat rushes over them, oppressive and unnatural, sinking into the clothing and flesh alike. The entry hall is adorned in the deepest hues of red, its walls draped in heavy crimson silk, embroidered with black threaded woven in spiraling hypnotic patterns. The floor, polished dark wood, reflects the glow of hundreds of flickering candles, none of which seem to diminish despite the burning with deep red flames. Centered to the room is a stage, constructed, clearly not of original design, constructed stage, completely covered in a red curtain. Kindred are milling around artwork. There is paintings that have been erected of various scenes, everything in red, everything in blood. The servants are serving flutes of deep red liquid, clearly blood of some sort. And it's quickly being recycled. A hot pink one? I would like to see that too sometime, Brawhammer, but that's not how it worked out for this time. What do you do as the clearly the senior coterie here? Do you mingle? You've arrived about 30 minutes before midnight.
We're the senior. Oh gosh.
I know I don't need to tell you to be on your guard, and rather don't drink anything if otherwise given the choice.
I will grab one of the glasses to have something to do with my hands because Ulfild hates social situations, but I will not sip from it.
That's a good cover. I think Ryan's going to do the same, actually. Just kind of, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Use it as a gesturing thing. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. In fact, Ulfild's going to reach out. She's going to offer Ryan a cheers, and she's going to make a mention, I'm sorry I have not had the chance to introduce myself. My head has been away from me as of late. We have not had the chance to meet. I am Ulfild. And she kind of shakes her hand.
Likewise, and Brian will actually return the shake, having actually for the first time somebody shake his hand here. You can actually tell that he's warm. He's not just like you can feel a pulse and everything when you do. He is very warm, actually.
She's gonna be a little alarmed by that, but she knows that thin bloods are a little different, so it's it's cool.
He says, "Well, likewise. I'm terribly sorry about the other night. Failed hunting tends to make one a little, to be honest. So
the beast makes fools of us all.
Yes, it does.
We don't see our host, correct?
No, you do not see the hosts. Well, give me a Wits plus awareness to see if you do recognize anybody.
Can I take 3?
May take 3. You take 3. You want to take 3 as well?
Or can I roll?
You can roll if you like.
Why not?
All right. It's difficulty 3.
There's mine.
Got it. You didn't get it, but you didn't fail. You didn't. Oh, you had a critical failure because you did not get enough natural successes to.
No.
So you got a messy critical. So you're gonna have to play out a compulsion.
Can I do
yes.
that? Can I?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes. We're going to reroll one of those dice.
Only one?
Only one of those dice was an actual failure. All right, so let's see.
That's enough.
What do we get for compulsion? Let's see.
Great. Again, here we go.
I love
Just
it.
making new friends everywhere, Ryan.
Everywhere.
Glad I picked up that awareness point.
All right, so roll a 1d10.
I knew I should have put points into my composure before tonight.
5. Please tell me that's not domination again.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it is. Bad time for that compulsion.
I was about to say really bad time. Paranoia would be hilarious though. Just like,
Did you say
That'd be very
5?
appropriate.
Domination.
5.
4 through 5 is domination. All right. So
He's done that a few times. Can we?
Yes, we can go with
give
a
him something
different one. We're going to give you something different. You know what? Fitting. We're going to give you hunger.
okay, that's fair. That's
Hunger.
fair, actually.
All right.
Don't drink anything weird.
Now you have a compulsion in a social setting. The vampire turns the civil conversation into one-upmanship. Oh, that's domination. Sorry, brother. Instead of questioning the mortal witness, the vampire moves the situation towards seduction. You're always trying to drink. Anything to slake your hunger, which includes lake water. Which
I was going to say, you're about to drink that drink in your hand, aren't you? After we just said we were
Yep.
going to do it.
I was gonna say, well, they're not gonna do it.
Jeff, good call on having us choose a different one. All right.
Another.
I do also have a blood bag.
Okay, but
Somewhere.
Jeff, you do notice Jinx
Yeah.
is there, Jinx the Malkavian, who is dressed in a red denim.
Which one?
Jinx the Malkavian.
Oh, Jinx. Yeah,
Jinx?
got her.
Yep, she's
There we
dressed.
go.
She's dressed in red denim, and Tank, the Bruja,
The Bruja. Yeah.
and
Bruja.
he's dressed in a red tracksuit. So you do notice those two, and the other ones you don't recognize. And it's probably only like 2 of them.
Yeah.
One is a blonde in a sleek red dress, too thin to be worth to be healthy, but doesn't matter anymore. Kind of
Right.
situation. And the other one is a just a random man in a red suit, hair slicked back, kind of looks like a clone of the prince, but not really.
His failed doppelganger.
But how do you guys start the evening?
We can walk around and look at exhibits. I would not engage with anybody. Since we're the more senior, they would probably want to come to us rather than us to them.
Indeed.
I think so too. As they start to wander off, I'll just hand Ofield the other drink and I'll be like, I left something in the car real quick. Go out and drink a blood bag. 1 minute.
All right. A few moments after you arrive, the ghoul intones Benedict Hale, Ventrue Seneschal. And the seneschal arrives slightly after you, not too long, just dodging the magical bullet of being first to arrive. He's wearing a deep burgundy three-piece suit with a gold pocket watch, an old-world cane, and a signet ring. His raven black hair is slicked back, and he exudes a calculated arrogance. He walks in. He looks to his left, looks to his right. Ivy, silk, never cease to rise. But is tonight mere indulgence or something more ambitious? He steps and he walks out, and behind him steps out Anastasia Duval, who'd been missing.
Say.
She's wearing a flowing red silk gown, slightly tattered at the edges, like it's seen countless nights. Red veil obscures her eyes, but you know it's her. She wears bone jewelry, hinting at deathly premonitions. She seems cryptic and detached. Her presence seems to make Benedict Hale slightly unwary as he moves away from her, to get around her. The ghoul steps back and says, "Yes, Miss Anastasia Duval, Van Malkavian." She stops, she looks at him, cradles his chin with her fingers, and says, "The song never stops, you know. It only gets louder. Soon even the deaf will hear it." She saunters in. Noticing you, she winks at Dante and just walks by. Yes.
Annabelle was the one under the ice last week, though. This is Anastasia now.
Did I just get them confused again?
Yeah, Anastasia was the one that we talked to on the beach this week during
Yes,
downtime.
Anastasia, yes.
Okay.
You talk to Anastasia at downtimes. Yes.
Yes.
I was about to say, because I heard Annabelle too. I was like,
yes.
Huh?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we've got the right person.
You got the right person. You spoke to Anastasia at the beach. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right. But this is Annabelle walking in.
No, this is Anastasia
okay.
walking in.
Okay, good. Okay.
Annabelle is missing. Anastasia's not.
Annabelle is still missing. Okay.
Yes. I have too many names that are so close to each other. I apologize.
I was gonna say Moreau and Monroe was enough to begin with.
It's enough to be exactly, but it gets worse. It gets worse. All right, and it's on purpose. Yes,
Monroe. Has Salvatore noticed anything about Monroe? Like, she wouldn't possibly be related to.
No.
Monroe. Okay.
No. It's just a common name.
Okay. Hey, it happens.
Yep.
That would have caught his attention. Like, what?
Maryland's kids. Oh.
No, Monroe must have fame.
Yeah.
No, it's more like an assumed name for a vampire. You pick your name when you become a vampire, and these are names they've picked. And they just happen to be close to each other, which is annoying in my case. All right.
I would nod to Benedict as he comes in and give a courtly.
Benedict gives it a detached, if not unpleasant nod. He doesn't seem to be dismissive of you in any way, shape, or form. Yes. And he starts to look at a potted plant for a moment before looking at art. So those of you who are looking at art is what you said you were about to do before you were interrupted by people popping in, correct?
Oh.
Yeah.
Roger that.
Ryan's going back out again to the car to get a blood bag.
You're leaving to get a blood bag.
Real quick.
Valet took your vehicle.
Oh, shit.
And you didn't see any vehicles when you left. Valet took your vehicle.
Fuck. In that case, he'll just carry on then. Never mind.
All right. How do you slake your hunger?
Probably by drinking the drink that was handed to him. It's blood, right?
It is blood.
Well, you had already handed me your empty goblet to go outside to find something to drink. So when I see you walking back in because the valet took your car, I'm just gonna hand you my full one.
Yeah. Sorry. Then at that point, that's what that happens. Like, oh, right, I did just say that. Oh, whatever.
All right. So
when in Rome.
So you begin to look at the art again, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
considering I've already hosted a salon regarding Gothic art. Of course, yes. I nod, astutely.
All right, so each painting is disturbing yet mesmerizing. The first is a face emerging from blood. The canvas is seemingly painted in shifting hues of red at first abstract, but the longer one stares, the more it resolves into a grinning face, eyes filled with knowledge and hunger. The second is the red shore, a scenic, peaceful lakeside, except the water is thick and crimson, rippling as if something beneath it is trying to break through. The third is the procession. Parade of figures in red, their features indistinct, all marching towards a vast open maw pointed into the sky above. I want everyone who looks at it to make a resolve plus composure check. Difficulty 4, please. Everyone who looks at the paintings.
Mimetic threats.
Okay.
SCP time. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Yahoo! Oh,
Yeah.
that tracks. Hey, this is really nice. Oh, that's pretty cool artwork. Somebody else got a crit.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to reroll.
All right, you're gonna spend a willpower. Anyone else want to spend a willpower to reroll?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I feel like that last one would probably get to me because that sounds a lot like something I would see in Ragnarok. Like, I don't,
right.
Yeah, that's
Keyword.
Give me
a D10, please. You have a compulsion because you get 6. Harm. You want to do harm. Be it social harm, physical harm. You have to do harm to somebody.
Or something.
Yes.
I hate artwork.
I stick my hand in my pocket and I just draw a scratch just through the pocket into my leg.
That does not satisfy the beast. Now, as an example, a smooth introduction goes sour as the vampire starts to harass and psychologically torture the subject. That's the example. But you're looking at art. But before you start to want to harm, those of you who did not get the required successes, you begin to hear a soft voice urging you to look deeper, to try to understand more, to submit. Those who got a messy critical triggers a hunger frenzy in you, keyword Xavier. Sudden thirst for something more than blood. That Blackwater.
Fun.
So he bursts out of the room through 2 double doors, dramatically spreading them open, his fangs baring.
Who does?
Keyword. I'm sorry, Dante. Dante bursts forth from the room and lunges out the window, opening it, diving off the pier into the lake. And just begins lands on the ice and begins drinking it because the ice is a little melty at this point. It's not as solid as it's been. Temperature's gone up, and you're drinking from the lake.
Brian's just gonna stand there and be like, well, I didn't realize he hated art that much. And then
yeah, I was gonna say, can we pull him out of the water without having to get into the water ourselves? Like, can we just grab the back of his jacket and lift him up? Because
I am
an idea.
Super hyper focused on this painting and looking.
Yes, because the rest of you are super focused, hyper
on
this painting.
That's right.
Thank you, Salvatore.
So she's just out there.
So you linger, and so you're out there, and you guys linger on this painting for a few moments. You finally come to your senses, keyword, but you've frenzied. You've lost it in public. You've slaked your thirst, but have you? And you come to your senses. What do?
I brush myself off. Just mush and whatever detritus was in the lake. I straighten my tie, and I walk back around the front of the building.
You feel different. Not bad.
Verded.
Yay.
Oh.
All right, so you enter. You guys are kind of come out of the painting. Who among you lingers before you were unable to look away? But what whispers do you hear? How do you interpret them? What is it do you hear? What is it? What secrets does it speak to you? How do you interpret that?
It calls my name, and it knows. Not only does it know my name, it knows what I want. It's a secret. You don't tell anyone, but I know it. I can help you.
For Ryan, it'll whispers and snippets of conversation and some flashes of chemical bonds and the molecule and how alchemy go into. Could learn more. So much. Just crazy with stop you. That would be kind of that.
Fulfilled?
Ulfild is very fixated on this image of them walking into this maw, and she can hear the growl of the beast in the back of her mind, and she can hear her father telling her the tale of Ragnarok when Finril will come and consume the earth and the sky, and that's what she's seeing right now. She's seeing the end. Like the end of all things.
Do I hear anything? Do I hear the singing?
Oh, you do hear singing. You're singing, all right. You're singing in your blood. Blood is alive right now. Wonderful. Fire. Peace. Usual. New. Scary. It's paranoia. But you're still very hungry. Even though you've slaked your thirst, you're still very, very hungry. One of the first things you do is you go for a glass. But then you can do whatever you want.
I take the glass from the valet and I drain it, and I ask him if there is a place that I might compose myself with haste, or else you'll regret.
Oh, or else you'll regret.
Oh, that's a sly little one. That's nice.
I like that one. Ah, yes.
Or else you'll regret it.
So you are told that there is a place you may go to. You may go upstairs to the lounge.
Thank you. See that I'm not bothered. I towel myself off.
You're brought to a library. It's kind of a hidden retreat in the estate where you can find there's a bathroom, and you towel off and you find that there's a library off to the side, and you can enter if you so wish. It's open. The door is open.
I do. Because I'm a forever learner.
You're a forever learner. All right.
Respect.
Shelves stretch from the floor to ceiling, filled with leather-bound tomes, their pages stained and brittle with time, and sometimes with something darker. A massive oak table sits in the room's center, scattered with half-finished poetry, paintings, cult diagrams sketched in deep red ink. Candlelight flickers erratically as if responding to whispers in the air.
Do I see anything auspicious? Any tomes that are left lying about?
Give me a wits plus awareness. Everything does seem staged.
Indeed. Nope.
No, you're not firing on any cylinders tonight. But given enough time, you would find. How much time are you devoting to being in here? Are you giving it a cursory look, or are you going to take some time and search around?
Given my frustration and my hunger, I'll divert myself with hunger for knowledge. So I'm going to spend a good 15, 20 minutes up here. Heightened senses to browse the titles on the spines as I look.
All right, we'll come back to you as we come back to the crowd that was in the painting. While you guys are looking at the paintings, and eventually you hear the ghoul intone, Eleanor Blackthorn, Corridor Keeper of Elysium. And as you turn, you see Eleanor in a form-fitting crimson gown adorned with intricate gold embroidery, resembling veins. Golden opera gloves conceal her delicate hands. She stops, she looks around, goes, "Oh, Silk, darling, this place is absolutely sumptuous. Tell me, though, wine run red tonight?" I don't know why I wrote that. That was weird. And behind her, in a dark red leather duster, scuffed and worn, is Lucian Barone. He's wearing over a black shirt with crimson embroidery. This jacket rests. There's a gathering painted corpses of poets. Better be worth my time. They step in together, and it's roughly, well, just about 12 o'clock at this point.
Lucian Barone. Who is he? Sounds familiar.
He's a gangrel. He's just kind of an outsider.
He's not a member of the Camarilla.
Not a member of the Camarilla. But he's not an anarch either. He's just kind of on his own.
He's the one who Ufeld spoke to previously,
right.
Yes,
That's right. I kind of nudged her off in that way.
All right, so kindred are starting to gather. They're starting to congregate. Are there any that the three of you who are in there now wish to approach or discuss or talk to?
I guess we'll say hello to the luminaries, each in turn. It would be rude not to, right? Where's Dante?
Dante went off to compose himself. It seems he had a moment.
I didn't even notice.
My voice echoes in your mind. The beast makes fools of us all.
All right, so which of the luminaries do you wish to approach first?
We can probably Eleanor.
Eleanor. As you approach Eleanor, she is standing with Benedict at the moment. They seem to be in a slight discussion, nothing inappropriate that you would be interrupting, because everyone's going to be interrupting everyone in the salon anyway. So she doesn't judge you on it. She sees Salvatore. Smiles, fulfilled.
Good evening, Lady Blackthorn.
And she looks to Ryan. She goes, "Mr. Gallagher." Looks left. But she goes, "Just shocked to see you here."
Curiosity gets the better of me sometimes.
Ryan, you're muted.
My apologies. Says yes. Of course, no lady. Covering for business and making sure that one stays above board on everything is paramount. We don't want the world freaking out about somebody who's may or may not a businessman missing some rather important meetings. You know how it is.
No, I really don't. I've never been walking Masquerade Beach before. And she chuckles. She goes, "No. I jest. Questions,
of course.
Though. We've had our recent victory against the Sabbat, have we not? We have much to celebrate. Loyalty to the Camarilla at an all-time high. That warms my heart. How does that make? Yes.
Dante has told Ryan what happened at this point, right? Okay. Just making sure. Carry on.
Isn't it time we showed our loyalty to the Camarilla in more solid ways than we could ever have before? An undying pact to it. What are your thoughts? I am not sold either way. I've been asked to do one or the other. I have not chosen one way or the other. I am a member of the Camarilla. I have always been a member of the Camarilla as long as I've been embraced, but to sign a pact, treaty that the prince wishes to have all kindred sign in blood, seems gauche and unnecessary.
Is that the meaning of our meeting tonight?
No, I do not believe that has anything to do with that tonight.
This pact, is it? Entirely.
We'll see what this meeting has to do. This is a salon held by Ivy and Silk. I imagine it has nothing to do with politics one way or the other.
I think if we show our loyalty through deeds rather than words or oaths, it has more meaning. Oaths can be broken. Judge me by my deeds.
Yes, many words have always been said.
But not all of us are as privileged enough as to have the opportunity to have such deeds. Not all of us are called to action in the same ways.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yes.
Lady Eleanor, I'm sure you are perfectly capable of having adventures of your own.
Of course. I do. I, of course, have my own adventures. I do not need other adventures. I was there the night. I was there the night that the werewolves attacked Ivy. Yet I made away scotch free, but it was quite the exciting event. I was not called to action that night. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. Ah. And you, Lady Ufeld.
Yes, Lady Blackthorn.
Loyalty to the Camarilla. What are your thoughts?
You must forgive me. I have only been awake for a few weeks now. I have no thoughts on the subject.
But you continue to survive on the Prince's largesse, then?
Pardon me?
Prince's largesse. A subject in his domain. Feed under his. When you feed in his domain, you feed under his largesse.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege, not a right that can be taken away from you at any moment.
Well, I believe I have shown my loyalty in other ways. I do not feel the need to sign a pact.
You, Mr. Gallagher. Lucky not to be branded.
Branded,
as is the custom amongst most Camarilla. It would be very hard to run your company with a brand on your face.
Yes, it would. Throw a rather large wrench into that, or anything else for that matter.
He
how
grins
I feel
almost sadistically at you. But luckily, Vincent Lestrade is not such a dictator. So if it were his sire who were awake, no telling what he would do.
His sire?
Of course. Always another.
What chance would his name?
I'm not going to give it all away.
Fair. Worth a shot. Not.
If you would excuse me, Miss Monroe, I need to.
Blackthorn. Eleanor Blackthorn.
No. Silk.
They're not here yet.
Oh, she was speaking to her.
No, she was commenting. She wasn't speaking to her directly.
I thought she was talking too.
No, she was commenting.
Disregard.
Yep.
She was in conversation with Benedict.
Benedict, yes.
When we walked up, but yeah, we haven't seen Ivy or Sylvia yet, from my understanding.
That is correct.
God damn it! That was my out. I was getting off ramp.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna gesture to the fact that I have an empty glass, and I'm going to say, if you'll excuse me, and just walk away. And like, I don't know if she's gonna notice, but everything she said just pissed me off, and my teeth have come out, and I'm walking away.
Okay.
I think if I haven't kicked off my compulsion at that point, I'll actually join her. Like, pleasure as always.
All right. So with 12:10, finally,
Mr. Crow, I believe they abandoned us.
Mr. Crow is in the library. They've abandoned you.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well,
We're in the library.
I'll pull you away with me on,
good.
We're gonna go get a refreshment now and step away from these terrible people.
Was a pleasure talking. We need some blood. Thank you.
All right, with your 15 minutes of study of what you found while they were being tortured by Eleanor Blackthorn, keeper of Elysium, who has no power. This is not Elysium. This is just a salon.
No power.
Nothing protects her here besides civility. You discover.
Oh wait, that's right.
Yep. There's nothing of real occult value here. There's mostly just talk about nothing specifically about Lake Blackwater, but about cults around lakes, various lakes around the world, blood cults, sacrifice blood to lakes for various reasons, but nothing specifically about Lake Blackwater. There's nothing so on the nose as a map with ley lines drawn on it, or anything like that, or a picture of Lake Blackwater, or a Book of Bill, or anything like that.
Book of Bill. Yeah.
Right.
She's smart. She's not a dummy. She's a primogen. So,
are there any open spaces on the bookshelves? Are there any missing tomes?
Yes, all the missing spots are the books that are down on the table.
All accounted for.
All accounted for, yep.
All right. I feel I've given my. I've had time to compose myself. I've dried off a little bit, so to speak, and I'll rejoin the soiree now newly fashionably late.
All right, but remember, you still want to do harm. You still want to do harm as your compulsion.
If he comes out still damp, I'll just throw the hot sauce on him.
Okay. All right. So, as you step back in, the ghoul steps out. Miss Ivy Moreau and Sylvia Silk Monroe. And the two step in. Ivy, in a blood-red corset dress, gothic in its beauty, with black lace gloves and a golden serpent necklace, radiant yet subtly different. There's a faint hunger in her gaze, a fanatic's light behind her perfect eyes. And Sylvia, a draping gown that flows like liquid crimson, her hair woven like tiny golden rings. She seems hypnotic, her voice laced with an unnatural resonance, as if she's already beyond the mortal kindred limitations. She speaks up. Every song is a story, but tonight you're not the audience, you're the choir. And there's something different in her voice tonight, something melodious that you hadn't heard before. As if her voice carries some kind of power. You rejoin them out in the on the fort. You did rejoin them, yes, Dante. And that's what you walk into. That voice, that singing you hear, kind of syncs up with the singing you're kind of hearing in your blood. It's just, it's great. It's serendipitous. It's kismet.
Do you hear that?
Dante, Mr. Crow. Hear what?
That.
Says,
you don't hear that?
What?
Her
Specifically what?
Voice
There's a lot of things to hear.
sounds strange, but
That singing.
Do we hear the singing since viewing the painting, or is it just Dante?
Just Dante.
No.
You'll have to excuse me. I felt
Wait.
compelled to drink the lake. That was my sudden exit, and now I feel unlike myself. I hear a choir all around, and Silk's voice is another voice in that choir. You don't hear that.
We do not hear it as you do.
Ryan's just going to shake his head and give Mr. Ricci a really long look and then go back. No, but I understand my compulsion. Now that's a little...
Keep a keen eye.
I believe you should stay close to the groups for now, Dante. We don't know how this might
Yes.
affect you.
wise to say the least.
I don't know why that blurb didn't work. Sorry. If I had to say that because 100 bits. All right. All right. So Ivy steps forward, looks around, sees you, looks directly at you, locks eyes with you momentarily. She's breathtaking. Both of them are breathtaking. They are just complete specimens who have been. They're just as catty as they look. But she is enthralling to you as she is enthralled with you as you are with her for a moment as she steps away. The room hushes for a moment as Silk emerges from the shadows, gliding onto the stage. Curtain parts. There's another curtain blocking off the back of the stage. So it's a two-curtain setup. The first curtain steps away. She steps onto the stage. The lights dim even more. She meets the gaze of every kindred of the room. Her expression is rapture yet knowing. And then she sings. And it's beauty. It's absolutely beautiful. I need everyone to make a resolve plus awareness difficulty 3. As she belts out a tune. Tributes the greatest song you've ever heard. That was
me.
okay.
What is the?
Resolve and awareness.
Yeah. What's the target?
3.
I'll take half.
Take half. Okay. So who failed? Raise your hand.
I crit.
You crit failed. Oh, you crit succeed.
Deciding if I need to make a willpower roll here.
Okay, so you crit succeeded, right?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
Bishop. What did you do?
I succeeded.
All right, and you're the only one who failed. Okay, so the failure. You don't need this. You don't need to roll. You can if you spend the willpower if you want. It's absolutely up to you.
I'll risk it for now. Let's see what's going on here.
All right. You experience a deep emotional vulnerability as it being drawn into something beyond yourself. Even tears of blood begin to streak down your cheek as you feel something that you probably haven't felt in a very long time. Just a deep sensitivity, vulnerability to her singing. For those who succeeded, you feel an unnatural stirring in your blood, but you manage to maintain control. That includes taking half. You feel the stirring in your blood, but you maintain control. Dante, you got a critical. You still feel the connection, but you feel it. It feels artificial, and you start to feel a little not so drawn in. You're still very hungry. You still feel the singing in your blood, but you know there's something. It's not as great. There's something wrong. And Ryan, you succeeded, correct? So as I said, you feel an unnatural stirring in your blood, but you maintain control. It's a beautiful song. It's about the lake. It's about its history. Speaking from when the colonists came, they slaughtered the Mohicans. They crushed the history. It's a terrible, the lyrics are just, the content is just horrible. But it goes into the dark, bloody history of Lake Blackwater. Makes no mention of Ulfield.
It makes sense that she'd be crying over this. It's fitting. She hasn't cried in a really long time though, so she's definitely feeling weird.
A Silk holds nothing back. It's an aria, and it goes on for 5 minutes. He overindulges. So, at the end of it, though, Ufil, you feel hunger as you make a rouse check. As you're forced because you were bleeding blood. You were crying blood, I'm sorry. As you become hungrier.
Okay. I'm at hunger 2 now. It's all right. It's manageable.
Yep. All right.
Did anybody else feel that?
Yes.
A glimmer.
That tied to you were feeling, Dante? Was that the...
Yes, I felt it, but I could feel what it was getting at. I feel it was pulling at me, but the hooks, I could resist them. I feel that everything is a threat tonight, sight and sound, not just physical or psychic.
So as well. Yeah.
Ulfild is going to excuse herself to the bathroom so that she can get the blood tears off of her face. And while she's there, she's going to grab a handful of cotton balls and she's going to stuff a cotton ball into either ear.
Okay.
And she's going to bring a handful of cotton balls back to everybody else. And she's going to kind of subtly be like, does anybody else have the same idea? Like,
Okay.
The worst idea. And he'll grab a cotton ball or stuff.
Yeah, she'll very subtly hand you a couple, whoever else needs one.
Excuse me for just a moment.
Yes.
Just look around for Ivy Moreau.
Okay, you find Ivy. She is kind of enraptured with the singing, but she's shaking it off at the moment. She is next to Benedict and Eleanor, who you guys have kind of wandered away from.
And wander over towards to Ivy. Excuse me.
Yeah, as you approach. Ah, darling. Welcome to the night's grand performance. Tell me, what's been your favorite moment thus far?
There was a very interesting painting, but that song was inspiring.
Well, Sylvie is one of the greatest of her generation. Plucked far too soon to be one of us, of course. And she'll never reach true. Blood is stunted that, but she is still magnificent, isn't
she? If you excuse me, I need to steal Miss Moreau here for just one moment, please.
Benedict just says, nods and says, yeah, of course. As if she's willing to go, Ivy looks to you and goes, it'd be so important that you must steal me away so hurriedly.
A piece of information that only you would appreciate, that you will find very, very interesting.
A wits plus subterfuge versus a resolve plus composure.
Ooh, 4 whole dice.
How many successes did you get?
I don't know.
You got 1, she got 2. Not enough. Alright, notice she's got 5 hunger dice.
I was about to say, she's hungry as fuck.
Yeah, right.
So, what is your intention, Salvatore? Where are you trying to get? Where are you trying to get her to go?
Miss Moreau, there's something that you need to know that I don't wish others to hear because it could be embarrassing, and I wish to avoid any chance of embarrassing you.
Then you can tell me at another time.
No, unfortunately, it is time sensitive.
Then tell me from here in front of Benedict. I don't go places with Nosferatu.
Miss Bro.
Salvatore Ricci.
Well,
I've just
be
arrived at my
frank.
own salon. Cannot leave it. It would be courteous. And I don't like your tone, technically. Either your
I
information.
have in my possession a series of documents and photographs. And a failsafe has been created that would bring ruination upon this individual.
Stops. He goes, so what you are would bring ruination. What does that mean? Who would receive this?
The person in question would be under a blood hunt. 3 copies have been made, sent to the Prince of Blackwater, Albany, and Manhattan. There will be nowhere for this person to run.
I have no idea what makes you make such a threat. Seems very unwarranted and uncharacteristic.
This
And
entire event
event.
I will not be changed by whatever lives within the lake.
Whatever lives within yourself.
Neither will any of my coterie.
She laughs at you. You hear laughter from Jinx. You hear laughter from Tank. And you hear laughter from... She's going to now engage you in some social combat.
Okay.
She goes, Mr. Salvatore, your accusations are vulgar. Your plan is in blatant breach of the Masquerade. Though I think you believe that it is not. You shall probably be expunged by the prince at some point for such a threat against the Primogen at her own salon.
Well, if anything happens to me, if I get purged, whatever, I will not go alone.
And you speak for your entire coterie?
I speak for myself. I wish to protect them. I do not wish to be changed by whatever is going on with this being in the lake.
Prince Benedict smiles. Because you've heard this, correct? You wanted to tell me this privately. Beyond the Primogen. And you believe this. This turns, puts her hand up, she walks away. Benedict just kind of stares at you for a moment. Thinks. Doesn't say anything. And just sort of just walks away. Nods at you, but walks away. Dante, what do you do?
I see. They haven't left the room, correct?
They haven't left the room, no.
Other side of the room.
Okay, so I walk over to Salvatore. I will remind you, Salvatore, this is not our gathering, and composure is required. Remember what happened at Elysium. Remember how though things might win out, it can be a very rocky path, and jumping straight on the rocks is perhaps not the smartest move. I'll ask you to compose yourself tonight.
We are in danger here.
I know that, perhaps deeper than you do. I feel the pull of whatever this whole situation is within my blood. I still hear the singing. That's why I warn you. I don't think this is something that you can head off at the pass, as the old movies say. I feel we need to see how things play out and keep the exits ever at our back.
The performance finally ends. Finally stops. She's sang into a different aria.
I'll leave it alone.
And Ivy steps forward to where Silk was standing. And with an exaggerated flourish, she lifts a long scarlet ribbon somewhere. Sleight of hand seems to pull it from nowhere. The ribbon appears almost wet, glistening in the dim candlelight. This, Ivy purred, voice low and entrancing, is a gift. Thread of eternity, woven from the blood of the one who has seen the truths of the world beyond our own. She runs the ribbon slowly through her pale fingers, and as she does, something shifts in the air. Subtle hum, vibration just beneath perception. She extends the ribbon to the guests, inviting them to take it in their hands. Benedict steps forward. He takes the ribbon in his hands. He passes it through his fingers, subtly shifting his fingers back and forth as he moves it, manipulating it. Then passes it to Silk. Does the same. Smiles. Just a ribbon. Passes it to Ryan. And pause. We're going to go on our 10-minute break here, folks. I'm going to get...
That's such a good pause.
That's a beautiful cliffhanger. Well done.
We're going to take our 10 minutes, and we'll be right back. Enjoy these credits. We'll be right back, everyone.
No.
And we're back. How's everyone doing tonight? We're doing great. We were just where we were. Ryan Gallagher had been handed the ribbon. He was just putting it through his fingers. Is that correct?
Yes, it's just a ribbon.
All right. Make a resolve plus awareness. Not yet, though. You pass that off to anyone else.
Whoever is next in line, or looks like they're gonna take it.
They pass it off to Tank. Takes it.
Okay.
And it passes between him and Silk. And then back to Ivy. And then Ivy steps toward Dante. Hand out with the ribbon. Offering it to Dante.
I'm going to move.
Is it wet? Do I see blood on anybody's fingers?
No, there's no blood on anyone's fingers.
Is it
It
wet,
just
though?
shimmers. It shimmers like it's wet, but it was not wet.
I'm going to surreptitiously. Surreptitiously.
There you go.
Kind of maneuver myself slowly. So I'm towards the side of the line that's already been taken care of.
Said it was Silk who passed it to me?
No, it's
Or
Ivy.
Moreau.
It's Ivy.
It's Ivy.
Yep, the Primogen.
Madame Moreau, thank you for your invitation to your soiree. And I take the silk and I don't thread it through my fingers, but I kind of make a show of like running it through my hand, though I don't exactly run. I'm not like prizing it through my fingers. I'm just like making more of a show of it.
You're touching it though, correct?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I care about.
With my fingernails, no.
All right, do you pass it on, or do you pass it to the next in line, which would be Ufield, who's got her arms crossed? It doesn't look like she wants to touch it.
Ulfield she's seen too much weird shit in her day. Like,
Can I make an occult roll to tell if there's anything about?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. I pass it back to Ivy.
All right, Ivy passes it to the rest. As she's passing it, the ghoul steps forward and begins to announce, and then just stops as a figure in a long red cloak steps in, head covered in this long hooded red cloak. He's got a long wooden walking stick with a bird's skull on the top. and it just walks into the salon. No one, and everyone stops, turns to look at him, but then turns back to Ivy as she continues passing the ribbon to everyone else. All right, everyone who touched it, please make a resolve plus awareness. Difficulty 4.
Yay.
No. Yay. Difficulty 4, you say?
Yes.
Well, it's a shame I didn't put more in resolve and I put it in composure instead.
It's always the other one.
Do I
Nope.
get a bonus for my heightened senses?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
I figured as much.
Okay.
Nice.
So you got your 4 successes with a critical. So on a
Checking
critical
this
success, you sense nothing unnatural in the ribbon, and you shake the whatever influence there was. Ryan, you failed. You feel an unsettling warmth in your fingertips as though the ribbon is alive and pulsing, bonding with your vitae. You gain a fleeting sense of connection to something greater. You feel a connection to everyone else who touched it.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting.
How do you explain your resistance to taking it? When you get looks of why didn't you take it? What's going through Ulfhild's mind?
I mean, Ulfhilda comes from a society that very much believed in witchcraft, and she's just here to observe. You know, she's happy to see your rituals, but she doesn't know what she's taking part in. So,
Salvatore, how do you explain your reluctance? It's noted that you don't, but it's not
Who
pressed.
notes it?
Pretty much everyone who touched it.
Oh, fuck.
I was about to say that's kind of the thing with it, because if everybody
Because they're
touched
now
it,
in
we
the
all-
hive mind.
Yeah.
The whole hive mind
Oh,
is looking
you're
at
not
me.
a part of it, huh?
Who, me? Oh, apologies.
There's no hive mind, but you do feel connected.
Plan work.
I just don't want to give you the false impression.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. All right. So she takes the ribbon. She wraps it around her hands. Takes a glass and she drinks from it. Because we're all connected in one way or other. Be it through this curse, blood, songs, lore, through history, through society, through loyalties. We're all connected in one way or the other. Intricate web, kindred in kind. We exist as one. That is what the salon is about. Oneness of blood, oneness of all of us. And with that, it is time. I need everyone to make a round. Anyone who's failed a roll this evening, having touched that, anything from the paintings, from the song, touching the thing, I needed you to make a rouse check.
And I get hungrier.
I'm good.
Salvatore, because you had the painting.
Oh.
All right. So you guys are all hungrier by 1. As she's speaking. Because the reason we are here is times have been tough. The Sabbath has been rampant, and we have been unable to let our hair down, but that is no longer the case. Silk joins her. She goes, that is true, that is no longer the case. We can be open with what we are as long as we clean up our messes and do things the right way. He goes, I bring to you 6 Dracarises. 6 of the greatest resonance you will ever taste. And all you must do is partake. They lift the rope, and there's 6 people, bound and gagged, all dressed in white. Different ethnicities. 3 men, 3 women. What do the 4 of you do when you see this?
I am uncomfortable.
They're living. They are actually.
They are bound. They are gagged. They are blindfolded, but they are living.
Probably from my hunger, he probably sits there and salivates a little bit.
Okay. Okay, fair. Dante? You're hungry. You're hungry. Oh, you're very hungry, Bishop, because you're very hungry.
Yeah.
And you want to do harm, Dante.
I do want to do harm.
So we're both sitting here kind of like, damn it. Yeah.
But don't I know that the blood won't slake my thirst? It's the call of the water.
No, you're hungry. You're hungry. Ulfhild, how does this make you feel?
Deeply uncomfortable. I mean, Ulfhild's seen, sacrifices before, like she's not a stranger to the idea of human sacrifice, but like this isn't like anything she's seen in 1,000 years, She's gonna make eye contact with Salvatore. She's gonna scan the room and find him as quick as she can and just kind of give him that eye contact, like, this isn't good nod. And I imagine I was standing pretty close to Dante because he was supposed to pass me the ribbon. So I'm gonna kind of squeeze Dante's shoulder and be like, we need to dip out of this. We need to move. Like, not saying it, but just kind of squeezing his shoulder and like, hey.
And in turn, I'm gonna grab Gallagher's like forearm, maybe a little too tight.
Yeah,
which is for good reason, because he's probably sitting there going, a little forward towards it, chomping at the bit to go.
Ivy stands. Oh, what do you say? You're talking. Sorry. Go for it.
No, look, when Ulfhild looks over and she gives the look, he's like, no.
Ivy continues. For centuries, we've fed in secrecy. But why must we hide? We're not just kindred. Beyond them. Beyond the masquerade, tonight we take freely together as it was meant to. That the crowd watches in silence. Some eager. Some seem uncertain. The air is thick and heavy now. Candles burning lower. Flickering unnaturally as though responding to the presence of the unseen. Paintings along the walls appear to shift slightly, then looked at from the corner of one's eye, their subjects no longer confined to the canvas. There's a hush among the gathered kindred and expectation as you back away, as if everyone, whether they know it or not, feels something is about to change forever. Ivy steps onto the stage, standing over the bound and trembling mortal migrants. Their gags stifle their cries, but their eyes plead wide with terror. Some pray silently, others glance desperately toward the assembled kindred as their blindfolds are removed from their faces. They look toward the assembled kindred, searching for a savior, but none steps forward. Do either any of you step forward?
No.
How many are there of them?
I'm being held back.
Yeah.
This is
no. Yeah, there's no way we can fight this many of them. I'm gonna try and get our party out of here.
All right, as you turn,
Salvatore will speak up and say, "This is wrong."
Ryan, you're hungry.
Yes.
You want to be part of this. Dante, there's part of you too that sings to your blood that you want to be part of this too.
You can feel my fingertips clawing into your shoulder blade.
Actively right now to sadist compulsion. He does want to take
as you turn, Ulfhild, it's like walking into a brick wall. As you walk into the cloaked figure standing in front of you. It's not large, slight, short, not taller than you, but its presence is powerful, magnetic.
Is it Annabelle?
No.
Sense the beast.
All right, roll it.
Resolve plus animalism. Oh god, I'm at 3 hunger. This sucks. Okay. And then you're supposed to roll composure and something. Subterfuge.
accuse our innocence.
Three to your two.
Yep. Okay, so I can't get a sense of what this is, but it's not large.
It is.
Great.
So I'm pulling Dante with me, who I'm hoping is also pulling Ryan with him. And I come chest to chest with this guy, and I'm just like, let me pass.
Not until you witness what's about to happen. Or do you lack the courage?
She turns away from the guy, but she puts herself between the stage and Dante and Ryan, and like kind of tries to put herself between that.
Silk looks to you. How do you know they're innocent? Do you know their provenance? Do you know where they come from?
This is some sort of sick ritual. It reminds me of the Sabbat.
Funny that you say that. How would you know what
The Sabbat exists. I've seen it.
just communal feeding?
We all have.
Perhaps not to your taste. We are going to partake. As Ivy steps forward, silence is broken as Silk moves to stand beside Ivy. Now! She whispers, her voice carrying unnaturally to the hall. We drink together as one. We take of them, and they will take of us. And through them, the song will awaken. The lights dim. And Ivy slashes the throat of the first migrant. As the vite pours forth, Silk steps forward. Catching handfuls in her pale, elegant fingers, she raises it to her lips. As she drinks, her body trembles violently. Her eyes roll back, and a ripple of unease passes through the room. I'll say that again. A ripple of unseen force passes through the room. Those who indulged in the ribbon's power or drank from the chalices that now experience its true effect. If you drank from the chalices or you touched the ribbon, make a resolve plus composure, difficulty 4.
I overcame the ribbon's influence, right?
No, but you touched it.
What was that resolve?
Resolve plus composure. If you touched the ribbon or drank from the chalices. If you did both, it's difficulty 5.
Ugh.
I'm gonna willpower and re-roll.
Okay.
Oh,
You
I
cannot
need one more
re-roll
dice.
you cannot re-roll the hunger dice.
I need
No, I
one
know.
more. Sorry, I need one more to that because mine's actually 5.
Okay, you got 4 successes. You are
Yep.
5. Okay.
This is the.
Every time, Bishop.
Every time.
Every reroll. That's
it's
right. It fails
always-
to.
Yeah.
fails to.
You said it was difficulty 5.
Difficulty 5 for you, yes.
I could burn a willpower and try to go for 5. Try to make it a crit.
You could.
Fuck it. I think that would be wiser. So I'll burn 1 willpower. Try to reroll.
Shoot for a crit. You get to roll 1 dice.
I squeezed just a little harder on his arm.
Right? And you have a drive to do damage right now. You're like tearing into his flesh at this point, holding him back.
Right.
It's all right.
Listen, sometimes gambling does work. That's
Benedict
down
Hale
to
frenzies
3.
and jumps into the pile of the Seneschal frenzies and jumps into the pile of mortals. So does Jinx and Tank. Anastasia stands back, but she is catching blood as it's spraying. The group of kindred is partaking. The walls pulse as if the air is breathing. The ceiling stretches, dark shadows curling and twisting. The tendons exposed beneath torn skin. The grand chandelier shatters, raining crimson glass shards. Something in the room is in the room now. Something sees them. Voice impossibly deep, layered with dozens of harmonics, whisper yet deafen. Sing with me. Sing with me. Every candle flares in a deep, unnatural red, casting the entire hall into a hellish glow. Then the statue at the room's center, sculpted from the long-forgotten Canaanite, begins to weep blood, and the cultists kneel. They kneel for a second. What do you do while they're kneeling?
I use the distraction to shoot off a quick text to Juliet
Okay.
that there's
Good choice.
dark blood magic here. It's
SOS.
yes.
Yeah.
911.
Yeah, essentially SOS.
Can I take the time to drink my other far reach drought?
Which one?
Actually, no, I would have done that. I would have done that before I even. This one is the faulty one that's not as good as the other.
You can drink it if you want, but I don't know where you were carrying it.
He can carry 2 in a flask. He always hides them in a flask. His coat. So I brought like an overcoat. It's kind of okay.
I'm looking for exits. I'm starting to get the whole looking for a place to rabbit.
Yeah, I have gone from just subtly standing in front of them to I literally have my arms up, making sure that neither Dante nor Ryan try and approach the stage, and I have got my axe out in one hand while I'm doing it.
All right. The figure in the cloak backs up when you take out the axe, and it doesn't make any threatening maneuvers towards you. But I want everyone in the room, the 4 of you, to make a resolve plus awareness, difficulty 4.
Always.
4.
Okay.
Resolve awareness. That's 6.
I only got a 2.
I spent all my brain power on resisting.
Do you have any more willpower left, or are you out?
I can only reroll one of them anyway.
Yep. We only spend 1 to reroll 3. That's how you do it. So, okay. All right, so anyone who did not get 4 successes.
Oh, 4 successes?
Yep.
I'll use a willpower then.
Yep.
I cannot, because once again,
You can reroll 2 of those dice.
The hunger dice is blank. It's always blank.
All right.
I got
All
my
right.
4.
So, Bishop and Keyword Savior. You guys are having a rough night with these. All right. So
The dice don't like us.
you hear in a voice in your minds whispering a terrible truth, a revelation of your beast that makes them question why they've ever feared the hunger, why they ever resisted indulging, why you're resisting now. You want to go, you want to feed, you want to join them in this orgy of blood that they've begun in. So you're going to do your best to get around fulfilled.
I was actually going to ask earlier, did the previous check resolve my compulsion?
No, your compulsion is just going strong.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what he was.
Yep. You're kind of a lost cause
At this point.
Salvatore, I am being taken hold. I must feed with them.
No, don't do it.
I'm gonna try and hold both of them back by sheer strength if I have to, I guess.
Yeah, I'll hold on to Dante physically.
I'll hold on to Ryan.
All right, Ryan, you take a dexterity plus athletics versus strength plus brawl. She tries to hold on to you, and you try to dodge around her.
My strength plus brawl.
Your strength plus brawl versus his strength plus his dexterity plus athletics.
Oh, only 2 out of all of that. Hold on.
Hold on.
I'll re-roll. If I have to.
Before you even do that, I was gonna say, probably don't even check this out.
Okay. Hey!
Am I rolling strength athletics as well?
Yes.
Okay.
He only has
Versus
1 in
2.
athletics and 1 in dex.
Perfect. I should have no problem
All
going
right.
back to
Dante jukes around Salvatore and runs up and leaps onto one of the Dracaris mortals. When you drink, you get one of the best taste, most resonant blood you've ever, most resonant melancholy blood you've ever drank in your life. I mean, you actually get 1 experience point for drinking blood from this target.
Oh shit!
That's the
Wait,
good
hold on. Hold on. Hear me out. Okay. Hear
Does it
me
flake
out.
a
Pulls
hunger?
out the knife. Yeah.
No.
No.
Give me a rouse check to see if you get hungrier. No, you do not get hungrier, but you do not slake a rouse check as you keep training.
Oh. Oh.
Ryan, you've got to try this. It's so good.
I'll be right back. Getting like
All right.
lifted.
I'm counting on Salvatore to drag Dante out. I think I'm gonna try and drag Ryan outside. I'm assuming this guy is gonna let me
He's
by
already,
if I
he's
threaten
already
with
gone
my
up
axe.
there. I'll shift over. Dante's gone, and I go and grab Ryan.
Oh, I'm being held up by Oldfield right now.
All right,
I'm
as
helping.
She's got me in a Terminator
I'll
grip.
him off and I'll go grab Dante. Like that's fine. Like I'll.
As you
Put
are
your axe
pulling,
in my throat
as
if
you
you
are
need to.
pulling Ryan toward the locked door, the kindred who would begin kneeling stand. They turn, and you see the frenzy in their eyes. As Sylvia and Ivy screech and point in your direction, and like, get them! And just a cackle in their voice. As Benedict Hale and Lucien Barone both turn on you and just come flying. Yes.
I was gonna say there's a big open window that I went out of earlier.
Yes, there is. As they come running in your direction.
Okay. I guess I'm
Out
not
the
going
window.
back for Dante. Yeah. No. If we're by the door, I'm just going straight through that door. Like fuck that.
If she's gonna hit it, I'll hit it too. So I'll give her another die.
Yeah.
All right, strength plus brawl to get through that door. As they come charging at you.
All right. There's my 7. 4.
Oh.
3, but still enough.
Okay. Whew.
3, but still enough. You get through the door. You kick through the
Oh,
door.
3. Yeah. I don't know where I got
Pulling
4 from. Okay.
Ryan with you, and Salvatore helps kick the door as the two of them are chasing after you, just running after you, tearing at their outfits. Lucien Barone reaches you first,
Mhm.
and he swings at you, retired, at Salvatore. His claws and his fingers elongating into claws as he swipes at your back. Are you going to attack back, or are you just going to dodge?
Dodge.
All right,
I just want to get out of this.
your dexterity plus athletics.
Dexterity and athletics is 7. Plus I have celerity.
Rapid reflexes, so you don't suffer any kind of penalties from your dexterity attack. You don't add to it because you don't have that level of celerity yet. All right, so roll your dexterity plus athletics.
Retreating dodge.
4,
Ooh, you got a messy critical, so it's going to be bad anyway.
7.
Man.
All right, you dodge out of the way as he claws at you, and he has to suffer a domination. Okay, so he now has the need to dominate as he comes. That was
every
Lucien.
time.
Every time, as Lucien slams into the wall next to you, as he lunges carelessly, slamming his hand into the wall, he growls and yanks it back out and punches it through his other hand to the wall in anger, and just slams on the wall for a while, exerting his dominance on the wall. As Benedict Hale lunges at you, Utheld, and you've had to let go of Ryan to dodge around his attack. So you're the only one holding Ryan at the moment. How are you going to maneuver Ryan as Benedict Hale's reaching to grab you?
I'm gonna kind of toss Ryan out, like away from the house as hard as I can. And I don't particularly want to hurt the Seneschal, so I'm just gonna try and dodge.
All right. He's gonna try to grapple you. Oh, that's nope. That's what was I thinking?
Spooky face time. Please tell me you can shoot lightning now.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh!
Crap.
Oh god!
Oh my!
Wow.
What am I rolling?
Dex plus athletics.
Oh.
Dex plus athletics.
I think he just.
Yeah. More or less.
As you throw Ryan out the front door, down the steps, he tumbles, and the seneschal wraps his arms around you in a bear hug, and just grabs you and holds you, and drags you back into the. And he lifts you off the ground, he's tall. The seneschal is tall.
Yeah.
He's not as tall. He's not taller than you. He's as tall as you, but he still lifts your feet off the ground and pulls you back into the house. All right. So that's turn one.
As he's pulling me back in, I'm going to scream out to Salvatore to run. Like, grab Ryan and run.
Dante, what are you doing? Give me a resolve plus composure check to see if you frenzy or not. You need 3 successes.
Fun times at the El Camino. Whoa,
right.
Nice!
You do not frenzy. You come out of your trance. You're gorging on this. This is great blood, by the way. You have not killed the woman, but you are draining her dry. And any more that you take from her will kill her. You've just come to. What do you do?
I'm not used to feeding on people, so I think that's why I was able to come out of it. Yeah. I turned to look. I turned to see what's going on with my coterie coming out of the frenzy, and I see.
You see, Benedict Hale has grabbed Ulfild and is dragging her back into the estate. Ryan has been tossed out of the building, and Salvatore Ricci is dodging a swinging Lucian Barone, who is now beating up a wall.
That's your chance to run, Salvatore.
I start looking at, and I'm going to dive for the seneschal, the back of his knees, as he's dragging Ulfild backwards, and I yell out, Madame Moreau, you throw a hell of a party, but I think I'm going to turn in early tonight.
All right, so give me your strength plus brawl versus his dexterity plus athletics. I'm going to give him a -2 because he's grappling you. This is for you. All right. He manages, while holding Ulfield.
That's at a -2?
That's at a -2, yes.
No. Damn.
So he grabs Ulfield, and as you dodge it, as you dive into him, he manages to shuffle out of the way, and you spear into nothing. I kind of go out the front door.
I don't even get a surprise on him, huh?
Nope. All right,
okay.
Salvatore, what do? You got a gangrel with claws swinging at the wall, about to start swinging back at you.
Grab Ryan and go. Just grab him by the scruff of the neck, and we are making maximum speed the fuck out of here.
Ryan, what do you want to go in, Ryan?
Yeah, I was going to say he probably wants to go back in because he knows they're...
Yep, you're willing to spend willpower to go back in.
So you're
going to make you're going to make a dexterity plus athletics. You're going to make a strength plus brawl, Salvatore.
A dexterity plus athletics?
Yes.
This is the one time really shitty stats save me.
Yay, happy failure!
Yeah.
The beast takes over and pushes Salvatore to the side. Well, he gets a hold of you.
What?
Yes, you push Salvatore's hand away, but he grabs you by the back of your neck, but you're still running. And he struggles to grab you because Salvatore only got 2 successes and you got a critical failure. One of those has got to be more powerful than the other.
I see.
Roll a d10. What's your new compulsion? 7.
Paranoia. Be hilarious. This time, look, I gotta go back
harm.
inside.
You want to do harm.
Oh, okay.
I'm right there.
He's right there. So that's your turn. You've grabbed Dante. You grabbed Ryan, and you started moving. Dante has jumped out of it's speared through the door and has landed on his feet. He's not prone or anything like that. Ulfild You're being grappled. What do you want to do?
This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna make a rouse check and try and take my wolf form so that I can use it to startle him and break the grapple, perhaps. And if not, I got teeth.
Okay.
And I get hungrier.
What's that? Hunger 4?
4.
Oh!
I'm going right for his neck. If I have to slake a hunger off the seneschal, that's what's about to happen.
All right, it's going to be your strength plus brawl versus his strength plus brawl. He's going to try to bite you in your wolf form.
Strength. Wait, I'm gonna have to do.
Notice the amount of hunger dice he is rolling.
Wait. Yes.
Oh, he got
Terrible.
a messy crit. No, but he still got more than you. He still got more successes than you. So he does.
He did.
He
Are
does.
you gonna willpower?
Yeah, you can willpower.
I guess I should. Yeah, so I can re-roll 3. Yeah, I got 3 blank black dice. So I might as well do it. And they're still the same.
You take 2 aggravated
The
damage
dice conspire
as he
against
bites
us.
into your wolf hide, and he begins drinking. And he's just drinking and drinking, and he's gonna drink. So you need to. Okay, everyone. Salvatore, you see that he's pulled her into the house. Dante, he's pulled her into the house. She's shifted into a wolf, and he's held her down, holding her down, and bit into her neck, her wolf neck, and it looks like he's drinking. What do you do? Lucian Barone is not done trying to stop Salvatore, so he takes a swing at Salvatore. Salvatore, you need to make a dexterity plus athletics check because you grabbed Ryan up.
Yep. 4, 7.
God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. That's 3. So that's 5 superficial. 5 superficial cut in half is rounded up as 3. You take 3 superficial damage as he claws into your back as you're trying to carry Ryan away. That's just slash marks, not aggravated damage. All right. Top of turn 3, last turn. Ryan, I mean, you're the only one who's not the only people who are not grappled is you, Dante. What do you do?
I was gonna say I didn't get a second go.
Oh, then go. What are you doing? Sorry.
I'm gonna stalk towards Hale and take the blade that was very nicely concealed within my suit and stick it right between his shoulder blades as I grab his head and pull him backwards off of Ufild's neck.
All right, give me a dexterity plus melee check.
Where is it?
He's making a attack against Ufild, so it's going to be so he's going to dodge against you. So he subtracts 1 from his dodge pool.
Oh, well, I cast the roll well spell.
Dice don't like me. All right, I'm gonna roll a willpower because I do need to come out on top.
Those are red dice. No, those are black dice. You can spend the willpower to reroll 2 of those. Yep.
Yes.
All right. As you stab him, you do 2 superficial damage, which is half to 1. As you catch his attention, he turns and looks at you. He drops Ufild and attacks you, and tries to grapple you. So he drops Ufield and grapples you. You can't dodge because you just attacked him.
But I tell you, I got him in the back.
That's right. Exactly. Now he's turning and grappling you.
Turning around.
You got 1 success. He's okay. But I'm going to give him a -2. Stab them in the back.
Surprise!
As he wraps you up in his arms. With the knife, and you're still holding the knife that's in his back, but he's got you wrapped up too. All right, he doesn't bite you. He can't bite you this turn. Top of turn 3. The only person who's not grappled currently is you, Ulfild, and you're a wolf. What do you do?
I am going to, because I picture us like just inside the entryway of this house right now. I am gonna try and grab Benedict by the ankle.
I do apologize. He took blood from you. You're at hunger 5.
Okay, gosh. All right. Excellent.
I'm not grappled. He was the gangrel was cutting me, wasn't he?
No, but you're holding Ryan.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab him by the ankle and just kind of rip him off of his feet so that Dante can get away and we can get the hell out of here.
All right, strength plus brawl versus his.
Oh gosh.
Death athletics.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice roll. Wow.
Very nice roll. Crit roll. All right.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Go.
7 successes. Minus 3
That's
is 4. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 is 3 superficial. You do 3 superficial to him. One of them turns to ag. As you bite into him, he screams and he lets Dante go. All right.
Perfect.
that's
Lucian.
Book it.
Lucian Barone tries to yank Salvatore Ricci off of Ryan. Tries to grapple him and get him off of Ryan. That's all he's trying to do. And you're just going to try to hold on to Ryan?
did want to say probably that.
Does grappling, the being able to grapple, does that work for and against, like being able to get out of grapples?
It's the same role to get out of grapples. Strength plus brawl.
Okay, because I've got a specialty in grappling.
Yep. So that adds to it.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
get
I'm gonna let go of Ryan and try and break out of the grapple.
All right. So you're going to try to grapple Lucian?
Mm-hmm. There, no, 6, 7.
And he's going to try to grapple you. That was his intent anyway.
Nice.
You get a crit?
very nice.
All right, so you take control of the grapple. You can't bite him this turn. You have to wait till next turn.
Nope. I want to take the grapple and spin him off his feet and then turn towards Ulfhild and Dante because he's only thing on his mind right now is run, get away. She said get away. And what rings in his head is that I'm one of Rogers' Rangers. No man is left behind. Can't leave her, and a dive towards Ulfhild and Dante, and he's going to activate. Well, celerity doesn't really make a difference here.
No, because you only have rapid reflexes.
Yeah, it didn't really do anything before, so
That really helps against getting shot at.
yeah, it doesn't do what I thought it was. So
You need more.
fine.
You need more to do what you want. I know what you're looking to do.
But yeah, charge,
All right.
running, jumping.
All right, so
And-
that's turn 3. You guys get away. You guys outdistanced them with your running.
I start dialing Juliet.
All right,
I'm
but
nipping at Ryan's ankles the whole way to make sure he keeps running away from the house.
About to say at some point, probably being alone, and the first thing with his new compulsion, he just looks at the dude who's closest to him, which is Lucian, and just get the fuck off this balcony.
you are
Take that,
being
Lucian.
you are being given chase though, because you have to run. Because remember, your cars are with the valet.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
giving.
Hauling ass.
You are hauling ass. Ulfhild is probably hauling ass faster because she's in a wolf form, and Lucian is in a wolf form as well. But he is. You don't see him. He's tracking off to the side, and Hale has stopped following you.
I help it all by pulling out the spare key and just clicking the alarm button real quick.
Yeah, you hear the car. It's probably about a couple 100 meters parked around the corner.
Yep.
Cool.
All right,
Towards the vehicle.
run to the vehicle. Where do you guys go? What do you do?
First and foremost, Ryan's just gonna leap into the passenger seat, go to the glove box, and just start munching off the bags he had in there. It's the first thing he's gonna do.
Those bags? You're eating from those bags.
Just the last one he had or saved for later.
The ones that gave you the compulsion earlier.
You start getting a sense that you're drowning as you're sitting you haven't had this sensation.
He's still in the passenger seat.
Yep, who's driving this vehicle? Because he's drowning in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Dante. Yeah, it's gotta be Dante.
Puppy can't drive. So.
She's still in the back in wolf form.
Yeah, really.
All right.
Don't worry about her drive.
All right, give me a dexterity plus drive. It's not icy, but it's really slushy out.
Okay.
Boop. About to wreck another vehicle.
All right, so the vehicle gets stuck as Lucian's charging. You can try again. The Lucian's charging. The vehicle's spinning. Its wheels are spinning in the slush and the mud that's kicking up from it.
No!
You're not going anywhere. You're still trying. Go again. We're looking for 2 successes here. We're a messy
Son of a
crit.
bitch!
Oh my god, no.
Please.
You got a met. Actually, that is something. That is a messy critical. As you smash. Oh my god. As you slam on the brakes. You slam on the gas. You rip the steering wheel straight off the column. In your anger of not being able to start the vehicle. You damaged
Ryan, we need another car.
Now we need another vehicle.
Ryan,
Go to the ballet box.
Ryan is still drowning.
There's one of him and 4 of us.
3
Don't
of
use
us.
your weapons. Bite him. Use your bloody teeth like a vampire.
Well, hold him down then. Because God, am I hungry.
Really?
Oh man, yeah. If
Doors
we have,
open.
Yes, I guess this is.
And
I was gonna say, I feel like if I'm in wolf form, I need to. If he's in wolf form, then it's just wolf showdown at this point. Yeah.
He just
If I
stands.
can
He
get this
does
damn
not charge.
compulsion,
He
I
just
can tell.
stands at a distance. He stands at about 50 feet away, just like growling,
Waiting for backup.
waiting for something. Yep. You guys
Salvatore, we need another ride. Ryan is useless.
I was about to say,
Gotta
does this
get
say
down
my
the hill.
compulsion, or am I just out for the rest?
You're good. You're fine.
Okay.
Come out of there.
get down the hill.
Okay.
There's other cars by you guys.
Fuck happened.
That's what I'm saying. There's a valet box full of keys.
Oh, is it? I thought we had gotten out of it and locked it up a block away or something.
No. He hadn't gotten anywhere. He hadn't even been able to get the car going.
Where is the valley box? Did we pass that on our way out?
Yes, but you can get there without you try to get there without Lucian getting you.
Okay, because all I need is sightline to just magneto it.
Yes, you do. But you want you get okay. What are you magnetoing?
The
entire box.
I was about to say probably just the entire fucking box.
Make your roll.
I think that is
What's your blood? And you gonna make a rouse check?
yeah. First and foremost, rouse check. Hungrier. Naturally. So back is it? Did I say 1 hunger and then go back to hunger 2, or am I on hunger?
You're on hunger 3.
Hunger 3. Gotcha. Now if I think this is intelligence and lab intelligence plus alchemy. My bad. So that's dice below. I hate it. Okay.
All right, let's see it.
I wanna reroll that one so bad, but no.
You want to re-roll that one so bad. You need it. You need it. What's your willpower at?
My willpower is at, I think, 2. Because I didn't spend one. No, wait, hold on. I did spend one.
Yes. You spent a couple.
1.
Okay.
You hear a voice next to you says, Gallagher.
Hello.
Get the fucking box.
All right.
Yes.
As the box gets pulled to you, keys just fly everywhere as the box is pulled open. But you get back and there are still keys that you can find.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right, so you find a vehicle large enough for the 4 of you. You get in it.
Ryan is going to
I'll
slip out a
drive.
shotgun. Yeah, Ryan's going to slip
I
out a
will
shotgun from
drive.
the Range Rover before they. Yeah.
I'll drive.
All right, so you get in the car. You have drive, correct?
Yeah.
Or how much?
1.
What's your dexterity?
No, sorry. I have drive 0, but my dexterity's 4.
Okay.
Better than the rest of us, apparently.
All right, so
Yes, let Nosferatu drive.
that's
Yes,
3 successes
thank
you
you.
needed. All right, you get going. So you back out. You get out of the slush and the mud that you've been parked in. The wolf kind of backs away, howls, but doesn't follow you. And you drive away. Where do you drive to?
Now where do we go?
I called Juliet.
Call Juliet. All right.
Gallagher's going to.
Goes, hello, I've been expecting your call since I got your text. Want to elaborate?
It's just raining bad news. Some blood ritual involving the thing with the lake, the unnatural hunger. The Seneschal, Lady Blackthorn, among others, they took part. I myself was compelled to take part, and I don't know what the fallout of this is going to be. We were physically restrained. We were attacked, attempting to force those of us to feed who were reluctant. I fear that this is the worst for all the kindred of Lake Blackwater. Not to be dramatic.
Sounds like you've been through a lot. Why don't you meet
What are
me?
we?
Why don't you meet me at my place and maybe I can explain.
Okay. Salvatore, Juliet. Uh-oh.
Oh, he is there.
All right, so you're in the vehicle. Are you still on scene, retired 11 Bravo?
Yeah.
All right.
You're going to get pulled over.
You're driving on scene? You can't drive on scene. You're in
You
traffic.
can't drive in
You're
Yeah, I
in-
was gonna
you
say,
can't drive on
it's
scene.
an
Awesome.
active thing.
Yeah, it's a self-driving car. Don't worry.
All right, who's sitting in the passenger side?
I am.
Okay.
Actually, no. Keywork is.
Keyword is so you two are sitting in the back. I take it.
Yes, and I'm extremely hungry and I'm in my wolf form, so I'm just growling.
All
I'm
right.
like pulling up the upholstery of the seat.
So you're not sitting in the middle. I take it.
No.
All right, because you don't want to sit in the middle. Salvatore, as you look back into the rear view mirror, suddenly you see the red robed figure in the vehicle with you. You two don't see
How do they know
anything.
How did they know which key we were going to get?
Okay.
What was
Do the turnaround.
You don't see him.
I'm giving the alarmed dog face.
Yeah, everybody's like, what was that about?
I saw the red-robed figure
Where?
sitting between the two of you. But I looked and he's not there.
There's
Shotgun.
nothing.
Some sort of
There's nothing in between you.
some sort of blood magic getting in my mind.
You take this part into Juliet's. I take it slowly or quickly, however you go.
Medium. We're gonna follow speed limit.
You're gonna follow speed limits. Okay. Not gonna get the ire of the police department on you tonight.
No.
No. All
You're
right.
not going to drive all ugly.
So as you
No.
make your way downtown, walking fast, faces.
Faces.
All right. So you make your way, Juliet's, which is a cabin in the woods. Not unlike the other cabins in the woods you've been to, than Dante's, but not kind of a nicer cabin. You've been there. Come here when the ghost. As you arrive, she's waiting for you. The garage door's open. Let you pull in. and she's waiting. She's dressed, subtly in a kind of a red outfit, waiting for
Oh,
you.
no.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah, right. She'll explain everything.
Let me explain.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I see it pull in, and she's staring red, and I'm like, oh, crap.
What? Oh,
We haven't stepped out of the vehicle yet. Ulfeld's gonna let out a low.
No.
I'll step out.
You're all everyone's wearing red.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that was maybe changed her mind about going to the party,
Dante. No, something's wrong.
Something's always wrong. This is my sire. This is my mentor. Do you think she's been taken by this? Whatever this is?
can there
What
be?
did she say to you?
She said she'll explain when we get here.
Explain? That means she knows something. Dante, get in the car. Ryan?
I was gonna say, with Dante's familiarity with his sire, could he do any kind of read on her?
Yeah, people seem to change when they're under this. Do I see a difference in her eyes?
Make a wits plus awareness check versus her wits plus subterfuge.
Oh, shit.
Is there also even the short time we've had with her, can we tell that this is different?
I love when we roll like 4 dice.
Jesus.
Rolls.
Oh, so she seems
dice.
absolutely fine. She seems just fine. There's nothing wrong with her that she rolled 5 hunger dice.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I don't. So I get out of the car, but I'm kind of still standing behind the door, and I look at her weird with her red attire, and I say, Juliet, what did you mean explain? Did you learn something new?
Of course I did. I always learn something new.
Okay, your vagary is a little off-putting. You've never been known to be that curt. Were
Come
you
on,
deciding?
Just come in and I'll
Late-
explain everything. I'll explain it all. Turns and she walks into the. Just like she leaves you, turns and walks from the garage. It's not a detached garage; it's an attached garage. Turns and walks into the house.
The garage door open.
No, the garage door's closing.
I don't give a shit about that. We'll back right out.
The reason I ask is because if it was open, we could tell if there was a car that might have been still on. She just
Give me a wits plus awareness if you're looking.
6, so 3.
As you said, Salvatore, there's one of
I'm
her
definitely-
and 4 of us.
I'm gonna roll it too because I feel like my hackles would be up in this situation.
yeah. There's
Terrible
still
results.
something a little off. Too perfect about it.
Looking for 3
No,
guys.
she seems fine to me. No, it seems all right.
Looking for
I can't
3.
see
Give
shit.
me a compulsion check there, Nerd Art.
Oh gosh,
Give me a
I
1.
never had to.
Roll
I never
a,
had to roll a d10.
roll a regular
Let's see.
D10. If you don't have one, I can roll one for you.
Please do, yeah.
Be the dominant one. All right.
3. Hunger.
Let me tell you how it's gonna be.
You're even. Oh my God, you're so hungry
Oh
right now.
gosh, yeah.
Remember, your hunger 5. So everything you do, that's 5 hunger dice. Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
suddenly want to get out of the back seat.
All right. So any kind of provocation can send you into a frenzy.
As you said, Salvatore, there's one of her and 4 of us. If anything's going to go awry,
Can't leave
Least-
anyone behind. Shut it off.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna exit my wolf form as I normally would in the situation. I'm gonna
Get
walk
out.
into her house in wolf form, and I'm growling the whole way in.
what's more lethal, your teeth or your axe?
Teeth.
She had left her dress and axe behind.
Oh, yeah, you shipped out of them.
Can I pick it up along with the
Yes.
shotgun I brought along?
You can pick up her axe that she left behind. You managed to pick up her axe before you get dragged away. So she
Yeah,
don't lose. She
because
doesn't
I,
lose her electroplated axe because she forgot. All right.
And I had seen her beforehand sharpening it, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So you enter the house. All right. If you enter the house, not Ivy. I'm sorry. Juliet's there. She's sitting behind her table. She's got bags of blood stacked up. Because I've been testing blood ever since you told me about what happened with your excursion on the lake earlier in the week. I've been testing blood. There's something definitely wrong with the blood from things by the lake. Does anybody want to taste it and tell me what they find?
No, thank
A
you.
couple of us have already had an experience with.
No.
Oldfield growls a little louder.
Are you sure, Oldfield? Are you really sure you're being tempted with blood?
It's just red plastic, really.
Yeah, I've never actually drank from a blood bag before, so I feel like I would just be snarling at this point, and I'd kind of crack it away from her.
Fair enough. All right.
Is this strange technology?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but get it away from me, weird lady.
Yeah.
I had gotten dressed because I wanted to go see what the hubbub was about. I wasn't going to go out of costume.
Understandable. I'm glad you didn't. Even the seneschal could not overwhelm the frenzy of the beast at the sight of the blood. They had innocents tied up, lambs to slaughter. Not the way I feed, and you know that. But I couldn't overcome the urge.
Stops.
The sense.
How do you know they're innocents?
It's
That's about.
Salvatore will position himself on like a third flank with like Dante on one side, Oldfield on another. Salvatore kind of works him over to the other side.
That's irrelevant, I feel, that they were innocent or not. And I know communal feedings are a thing, but this was different. It was an assault on the senses. There were paintings that caused compulsion. The music, the singing, the sight of the blood. There was a tangible sense of magics at work when they cut the first throat.
Sounds like you went to a Toreador salon. Good drugs.
Indeed. One could pass that off as such, but knowing blood magics, it felt different than that.
Give me what's
And they were talking about breaking the masquerade.
About to say they did say, hey, there's no need to hide.
Right. They spoke of feeding openly.
very interesting. You have proof?
Of which?
What's your? I would like to bring accusations to the prince.
I apologize, I did not have my dictaphone on me. If the word of the four of us is worth nothing, then I guess that's the evidence that we have.
Well, the word, your word, my word, backed by your word, I guess the word of the Venture Seneschal and the Toreador Primogen, Elysium, who I knew was there. Who else partook?
Well, our hosts and Jinx and can't think of his name. Tank. There you go.
Tank.
Anastasia.
Lucius, Benedict.
Yes. Lucian.
So a good at least quarter of the kindred of the city you are aware of are now participating in this.
In some sort of ritualistic, coercive ritual.
Indeed. That is the root of this mystery, is the compulsion it causes for kindred to act beyond themselves, beyond what the beast would cause them to do otherwise.
Connected to some. All connected back to.
I feel the salon was a ruse
Yes.
to put these kindred under the thrall of either Ivy Moreau or Ms. Monroe or whomever. We saw a figure cloaked in red, about Ufield's height, carrying
Actually,
a staff.
Shorter than Ufeld.
Shorter, excuse me. Slightly shorter than Ufield, cloaked in red. I could not tell who this person was, and they had a raven skull on the top of their staff, something like that. We don't know if this was a figurehead or the puppet master. But that is the danger of this mystery. It throws Kindred under the sway of someone, beyond their hunger, beyond the beast.
Dormond, you did say that you analyzed blood.
I did.
Don't believe you shared results with.
I did not. I'll share them with Dante.
Do you feel it's pertinent to the situation at hand?
Possibly. It all relates back to.
Have any of you drank from the lake?
I have tonight. I was compelled. I could not help myself. We were looking upon paintings of, well, a rather gothic nature, nothing that wouldn't be hanging in any gauche kindred's foyer, but it put upon me a compulsion to drink specifically from the lake.
And so she takes she goes, this tainted, and calls other blood. Takes another blood bag. That was a weird sensation in my belly. All right. Takes two of the blood bags, and the blood seems to be drawn to each other, like it's calling toward each other.
Oh.
Weird. Okay. Weird sensation. And the blood keeps pulling toward each other. Pulls it away, and it just keeps pulling. Then she lets it go, and it slams together, and she catches it. Puts it back down. The blood calls to the blood, she says.
Are they both tainted or only one?
They're both tainted.
And the untainted blood?
Untainted blood is not like this, but this is blood drawn directly from animals that were seen.
Curiouser and curiouser.
So she throws one of the bags at you, and it slams against your face. There's resistance when you try to pull it away.
I throw it.
You can throw it. It doesn't boomerang back and hit you.
Does it slap on the bag on the table?
Yes, it does.
You go to slap it on the table and it sticks to your hand.
Oh.
But you feel compelled. You feel compelled now that it's touched you to actually get closer to it. You have to fight yourself to not grab the bag and drink.
Yeah, I put the table chair between myself and the table.
Okay.
Far reach thrown through.
What do you make of what we told you? Salvatore, do you have input?
I don't know what to do now. I know that the prince, 3 princes, will receive information soon. Our havens are compromised.
Just say something.
I would raise the alarm, but the seneschal was there, and he is a part of it now.
I feel blood had been earlier than.
Say again?
I feel. Sorry, my bad. I feel blood to blood had been said somewhere earlier in the night. Something along with the song never stops.
Ah, the song. Let me tell you of the ritual.
It didn't seem.
What's that?
It didn't seem natural.
Ryan, You and I touched the ribbon, the red ribbon. What did you feel afterwards?
A connection. Everyone feelings.
Julia, you're familiar with ribbons in our work and how they can be used. Ivy Moreau had a red silk ribbon. It looked banal enough, but she threaded it through her fingers and pulled it through, and each in attendance were handed it and did similarly. And though I tried to be deft about it, I still touched it, and I felt the same compulsion as Ryan to feed. I don't know if it was all part of a ritual with the paintings and the song and the ribbon, but the ribbon was definitely instrumental here.
Ivy Moreau is an empty-headed. If there was any blood sorcery, it was from a third party. Not one of those two idiots.
Perhaps they fell under the sway of the cloaked red figure themselves and orchestrated this with their social pull.
Looks to the wolf. What do you think?
Ulfhild has gone angry with her hunger, and she is kind of in a back corner of the room ripping apart a sofa cushion.
Okay. You can go. You can go hunt if you want. It is viable to hunt.
She doesn't want to separate from her from her pack at the moment. So yeah, she's found one of her decorative pillows and is taking out her hunger and anger on it.
Salvatore, what do you think?
This has blood cult written all over it. There's dozens of these things in every tradition, in every clan. I don't know which of this is, but this is dire, and an alarm needs to be raised.
There was much research on the blood cult in the library I found upstairs at the manor. We've heard tales of indigenous folk. No, excuse me. I remembered from my research tales of indigenous folk in the area feeding blood to the lake. Blood cults who were culled from the population. One and the same. Fear what might happen if the prince or the sheriff or any more kindred of influence are put under the sway of this. Did you have more, Salvatore? You speak so slowly, I just can't help but butt in.
I need to let Alistair know, and I need to reach out to the prince. If it's a breach of protocol, I'll pay whatever price is necessary. But if it gets to the prince, or you, milady, or any of the other elders, this tide could shift quickly. Now we have a time to act. While a quarter of the city's vampires are under the sway. If we wait, it will be a half, then 3/4.
Looks at you. As long as it doesn't endanger the Masquerade, I don't really see the problem with it. I don't see
Do you not understand the need for agency? This cult takes away the agency of all the vampires that are tied to it.
I find that most vampires need, and there's something that now controls them and from doing the thing they usually do. I'm not so sure that we have the right or the desire, the need to stem it.
Perhaps the Masquerade is neat enough. When we succumb to the beast, we risk the breach of the Masquerade. And if all the kindred in Lake Blackwater are under the sway of some other beyond the beast itself.
Where was this banner and where was the rest of the masquerade?
The virus being spread. The infection.
We don't know what's
Also
causing
say
the
that-
infection. We don't know if it's them causing the infection. Seems
It's coming from the lake.
Did also say that there is fear showing what we are. The Masquerade, even if this starts to take over the rest of Blackwater, would be a bit of a masquerade breed.
They wish to feed openly,
Do this.
to be proud of what we are.
That was her words, right?
To not be
it says, the rhetoric you speak of sounds very much the Sabbat.
That is exactly what I said at the soiree.
You know, she rolls her eyes. Rolls her eyes at the mention of everything someone doesn't understand is other. Because I'll warn the prince. I'll let him know. See what he does. If you think it's a problem, just stay away from them. We'll see what the prince. What the prince.
I don't think they should be surprised if we turn down their next invitation. Without saying.
I don't disagree with you one bit. I, for one, would rather wish I had seen what you had seen, but have not seen it, so will not have an opportunity to knowing what you have seen now.
Indeed. And given that, I'm glad that you weren't there.
Excellent. Well, with this, I will bid you adieu this evening. It's been a long evening, and I'm sure you must all rest. Sun approaches soon enough.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, as always.
Welcome. All right, end scene. All right, how's everyone doing?
Well, we all made it.
Nobody died.
Still alive.
Matilda is really hungry. She's gonna go eat like a rabbit whole.
Yeah, more or less. More or less. Yeah, that's another thing is that I don't think any of us should be going back to our havens tonight, considering that that all those locations have been compromised. We're gonna have to go find a hotel room or something, guys.
Is there an open house in our domain?
Oh, yeah, probably. Absolutely.
Yeah, we should shack up there.
All right.
Dibs on bathtub.
So I'm going to start with Bishop. Bishop, I want you to tell me what you liked, and what you didn't like. Tell me what you want to do more of, and what you want to do less of.
What I liked, what I didn't like, what I want to do more of, and what I want to do less of. I liked the whole description of the whole setup and everything. Because, as Keywork said before, it was a trap we knew we were walking. It was one of those things where it's like, okay, we have to let it fire off and see actually where all of this is going before we try to disarm it. It was nice. It was nice. Even though I personally was sitting here like, I don't get it. You know? I like that half the time. I'm like, okay, yeah, fuck it. You know? Yeah, let's go for it. What I didn't like, how useless I was.
So sorry.
I thought I had it pretty good. No, it's all good, man. It's the
No.
It's just
It's
the
fine.
conclusion
You did
result.
good.
I'm like, oh, I've got 5. I'm good. Fail every time.
And your re-rolls were fails too. It's like, god damn, no breaks for you.
Some days the dice just
one
go like,
crit.
yeah.
Oh, that was nice. What I want to do more of, again, social combat, social something, because even though he's a thin blood, I've got 4 manipulation, 3 to intimidation. I gotta use them somehow. You know, not just against people who are living with blood. What I want to do less of, that's actually kind of a hard one to come up with. Honestly, that one felt pretty well balanced.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the pacing was right on spot with this one.
Yeah, you did good.
That was a
I
good
got-
one.
I
You
got
guys
it.
out really well.
All
Yeah.
right. So
I
next,
just got to remember to make sure to make more droughts next time.
yes,
Like that, I slack. Carry on.
fulfilled.
Oh man, had a great time tonight. I was not sure what to expect with this, and I think we like Ryan said, we all kind of knew we were walking into a trap here. It's just I think we were all hoping to glean some information by springing said trap. But yeah, it worked out so well, and I felt like the roles that I did fail kind of fit Ulfhild's character really perfectly. You know, she was very moved by this weird painting that looked like something, you know, her father would have told her about Ragnarok, and then, you know, Ivy is, or is it Silk? Silk is singing this, you know, beautiful song
Siren
about
song, yeah.
yeah, the people that, you know, lived here and were slaughtered, and, you know, she lived through all that. And so, yeah, I feel like that was very appropriate, especially her like running off to the bathroom afterwards to try and hide the fact that she's crying from everybody. You know, like nobody makes me bleed my own blood. So
Sit down,
yeah.
Derek.
We'll get you.
So yeah, it worked out really great, and I'm just so curious as to what is going on here, and I love the little mystery incorporated party that we're becoming. I feel like the Scooby-Doo gang.
Really?
Dante, you work.
I'm glad that I was able to roll against the compulsion as well as I did. And I think the two that I failed were very fitting, given the circumstances, especially considering how much of the lake water I've already freaking consumed. But I was glad for that. I really dug how it went from social to combat. That was great. I'm glad I wasn't entirely useless in combat.
No,
I
you
didn't
did
get to
good.
act on the third turn, but that's okay. We were fleeing, so I'll count that. I am kind of regretting, but I'm like Sebastian. Excuse me. Dante is. I'm really tired. Dante is like weighing the pros cons of like when Hale was on Ufield. Like, he wanted to get her off of him, so I think the coterie bond was stronger than his hunger, because in retrospect, he's like, he totally have latched onto his neck right there, because he was totally just out, you know, he was focused.
Yep.
But it's not like I wanted to be drinking Ufield's blood through Benedict Hale.
Do a Benedict filter.
Yeah, right.
Benedict filter.
Just nickname him Britta.
Yeah, there you go, Britta. Benedict Britta.
But yeah, I mean, I had such an awesome time. This was so great today.
Good.
And I'm glad we all came out of it. I'm glad that, like, I think we came out best case scenario, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that could have gone much worse.
Yeah, because Salvatore said fuck it and dove in and said, nope, we're not leaving them behind. If that means we all go in, well, we're all going in, and we'll just, this is what it is. So,
No leech left behind.
All right. Tire Lover Bravo, tell me. Speak to me, brother.
it was scary. You made a good, scary thing where we were, man, that turned really bad, really fast, and we're just like, and we're trying to grab them off the stage. Dante just juked around us like, that's never happened before.
Oh,
Right.
He's been working out. But yeah, we were able to actually get away, which is a very big surprise. And then Salvatore doesn't trust Juliet like at all, because she is just, she's such a Tremere.
never
And she
trust
plays her
Tremere.
cards so close to her chest, and it's just like, you're gonna work both sides to the middle, and you don't know if she's actually on anybody's side. It's like, damn it. No, but it's just perfect. So, but it had the resigned, all right, we're gonna have to fight a Primogen now. Get ready for a fight. Here we go. Roll your neck.
Right?
I'd like to use- I would
I
like
didn't want to
arm
deal with
him and-
damaging that dude, but here we are.
I don't want to do this.
Do you really fight a
But,
Torador Primogen? I mean, how do you fight a Torador Primogen with presence?
A flamethrower. 500 kilogram bomb. Upright, down, down, down. Let's go.
Shotguns with the fireworks.
Spicy rounds you can't get right now. Thanks to the
Better rounds.
Plus, you have to overcome your fear of fire as a kindred. Or you don't have that as a thin blood, do you?
No, he's a thin blood.
He sparks a lighter and the three of us go.
All right.
So it was good. It was really scary. You did a good job. Salvatore was in just a caged rat the whole time.
I'm glad it came off scary. That was my goal. I was looking for horror. I was shooting for horror tonight. Shooting for some vampiric.
Your descriptions were very, very dark, vampiric, cult, scary.
Oh no, there was definitely a moment when Benedict was pulling me back into the house where I was like, and this is where all Phil gets now. All right.
Now we're
Damn it. Okay.
I was thinking something very like Cthulhuian. Like, you know, that kind of thing. Because you said something coming out of the water. I'm like, oh, that's just weird.
I know. I'm so curious as to what's under there.
Out of the water. No. Yeah, I'm running back. Oh, got to save Bubba.
I had a blast. Making it scary was my intention. Trying to make it as creepy as possible. As I'm trying to channel my inner Anne Rice with as much description as I possibly can.
Yeah, you did good.
Description is good padding. It's good content. Fills out the game. I like that the mystery's going along. Nothing was really revealed tonight.
No.
Nothing was really. I mean, it could have been, but no one played along, which is fine. This is absolutely fine.
I mean, I was trying to.
You were trying to. Yep. You were trying to.
I was like, I see where this is going. No, wait, hold on. Everything right now is working. No!
Well, Dante is losing himself to the beast as it is, and he doesn't want to lose his own agency to something else.
Oh, you gained a stain tonight, Dante, for feeding on the mortal. The near death.
Because farmer.
So you need to make a remorse check. You need to make one D6 check. A 1d10. You're looking one normal. Don't roll a d10. Roll a normal dice, not a hunger dice. A normal dice. If you get a success, you're good. If you fail, all right, you're fine. You can remove that stain from your character sheet. Do not lose humanity. It's very easy for you to lose humanity because you have so high. Your humanity is so high. All right. 5 XP for everyone tonight.
Good job. Good job.
We will
6 for me.
Yeah, 6 for you because you fed on the special people.
I wanted to. No, I'm kidding.
And with that, you can buy a dot of fortitude if you already have fortitude. You can buy another dot if you don't already have it. If you don't have it, you have to buy drink from someone who has fortitude.
No, I have a dot in fortitude, so yeah.
Hey, Oldfield, come here real quick.
Yeah.
Don't drink from her. She's got no blood left.
Yeah, no, I will frenzy and bite your face off.
It will be terrible. It'll be absolutely terrible. So, okay, coming up, guys, we have Werewolf, the Wild West on Saturday at 9 p.m.
Whoa.
So make sure you're here for that. That's going to be some good stuff. And coming up in the next couple months, we'll be starting a Wraith game, which will be extra special as well. Be a lot of fun with that once we get our players and our games situated. And of course, our Save and Raid milestone. Who's joining me on that? Is it Team Wildwood or is it Nerded Art?
Wildwood will be joining you.
Wildwood will be joining me for that one. Where I'll be running a Diablo-inspired tabletop role-playing game. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, everyone. Let's find someone we can raid.
I have one question for the entire team.
What's up?
Are any of you weird, compromised, or otherwise not? Because there's a bomb that's about to go off. I need to know whether we set the bomb off or we let it go. Because when it goes, it's going to go big.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention that your dead man's trigger, that you might want to hold off on that until we know that things are a little more dire than us losing ourselves. Like, I don't know. And I like how you spelled it out there at the end, Zed. It's like nobody bit, so to speak, complied with the mystery. So, but, you know, the coterie kind of watched out for the coterie
exactly.
in that regard.
And it's great. I love it. I love how that went. All right, so I'm going to rate us out to retro perspective. All right. Raid retro perspective underscore who's playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I think that's what he's playing. Oh, I just posted that in the wrong place. Oops. Someone's gonna be like, "Why'd you post that?" Retro perspective. I posted that in someone else's chat. Thankfully, it didn't pop up because I used a command.
Great job tonight, everybody. That was so much fun.
Yeah,
Really
much
good
fun.
job. Everybody did a great job tonight.
All right, so here we go. Let's all go see retro perspective.